Sorry about that. Welcome, guys. I did the whole intro. Fail. And if it is re-uploaded, please keep that part in and then just do it. So start again. We are here, episode 2 of the Nameless podcast. What's going on, everybody? Or should it be called Are You Ready? As Triple H would say, going into any kind of major event or anything like that. But yes, we are at episode 2, the official episode 2, even though technically this is episode 3, but we're going to drop that eventually, and it still stings every time I think about it. But it makes it a good, fun experience to go back to when, if I can finally get my hands on that original episode, it will be known as episode 0. Shout out to King Kirk for that one. Also, I do, before I really get started, appreciate the feedback with the Nameless podcast. I did hear some good feedback about it. People are liking that name. And I even got a fancy, dancy logo. So I'm going to hit up Baka and tell her, no, I'm back on. I don't think anybody knows I'm back on. We'll see. Back in action. Waiting. Okay. Sorry about that. It went longer than expected, so it went to 8:30, and then I said, okay, I took the break then, so I started at 9. I apologize. I will do better with that next time. I won't be streaming that early again, so I just took advantage. But we are here. In fact, since we're doing a podcast, let me move a little closer. But yes, tonight is a special night. I listened to the advice of my good friend Chad Sama when he said that usually do the first stream, you should do it by yourself, get the hang of it, get the flow of it. And then, when you got experience with it, invite a guest. And I did say that when I start this, I wanted Baka to be my first guest. I'm gonna introduce him before I start the contact with the call. I know he's the only one here, but I did say that I appreciate him for the intro. So if you came in and watched the intro, his music is now my intro theme. Appreciate him. If you have any more, please let me know. I can use it for my closing. Happy to put that on there, no problem. I gotta officially put it into it so I can link it together. I think 1 week I'm just gonna take off from not streaming, not doing anything, and just focus on like retuning everything. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me try one thing. I'm borrowing this. I can get better lighting. There we go. All right, so I get some better lighting so you can see me much better. So than me just looking in the dark and looking in a dark room. But yeah, I gotta ask my roommate where she got that light from, because that is a banging light right there. It's nice and bright, and don't get used to it. But yeah, so definitely appreciate them. So like going back to what I was saying, my match order report. So I did say that I was gonna have him on here as a guest. I was going to invite somebody else. I didn't know this was gonna be the week he's gonna pop up on the stream. But I said to him, when I have you on the screen, we're gonna do wrestling talk. So I know it's gonna be ads. I know, I feel it. I feel it in my soul. It's coming. It better not. It better not right now. Damn it. But without further ado, so he won't have to feel like he's in the where's my Discord? God damn it. So okay, there we go. Discord is here. All right, all right, all right. So let's start introducing. Bring him into the fold. Nameless podcast again with special guest BakaSenpai. All right, featuring.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Nameless podcast. What's going on, buddy? I'm doing all right. And yourself?
And just relaxing, was watching a little bit of, AEW before I got up in here. That
Yeah,
sounded like that's a normal episode to me.
AEW. I
Yeah.
see. Here's the thing. I've dipped and dabbled in AEW. I'm gonna turn up the mic. 1 second. With AEW, hold on. No, I gotta probably turn you up because I know why. But yes, I know
Oh, have
exactly.
it? Oh,
Go ahead.
no. Okay.
Okay. All right. You're
Yes.
okay. Yeah, I have dipped and dabbled in AEW for a while. I know I'm not currently up to date what's going on with AEW per se. I know who's champion. I know MJF is back and he won the TNT title, I believe.
I think I think they call it the International Mid Atlantic something title.
Oh,
I think. Well, without spoilers, I think he just renamed the championship and even had a new belt and everything.
oh,
So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last thing I heard, I know Darby Allen has challenged for the belt.
Oh, I didn't know about that, but I know that tonight they're actually having their Blood and Guts, which is their war games, pretty much.
Hmm.
With two rings, is I think it's gonna be Swerve, Darby Allen, Mark Briscoe, and the Acclaim
Ooh,
versus the Young Bucks, Young Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry, and what's the other guy's name? Adam Page,
Adam
Hangman
Page.
Page.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. Besides Adam Page and Okada, fuck the rest of them. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like the
Oh,
way
I ain't
that,
gonna front. Like they're all like, well, one of the Acclaim is like he's really good, but like most of it is like, yeah, he's
yeah.
saying low mic audio, I guess.
No, no. Derpy, can you hear better now? Because I think what it is, I have the ducking audio on my thing. So when I talk, the audio goes low on the desktop. So that's why I try to stay quiet when you talk, so it won't cut the audio down. Yeah. So yeah, I
Okay.
got to be circle.
Yeah, I'm actually talking with the mic closer to me, so you know you don't have to turn me all the way up.
No, I turned the volume not that much because when you did that, it actually went up and it got better. So I can hear you much better because before it was low on my end. Yeah. But okay, okay, okay. So I mean, besides the fact, okay, I know because of AEW, like I said, I watched it before and I was really into it. Like every Wednesday, I would watch it, I would be into it, and then after a while, I just kind of felt like the same thing over and over again. Like, has it gotten more exciting since like I say I stopped watching about 6 months ago? Like, has it got more exciting since then, or it's just the same?
It's to me, it's another wrestling show. Like there, I'm someone like I'm really critical with wrestling, regardless if I like it or I
Hmm.
don't like it. But I've been really critical with them because it's the whole thing of like a lot of their fans, guys like WWE fans, AEW fans, they tend to like pick and choose what they'll tolerate from each company.
Yeah.
So like it's like let's just say Okada, he hasn't really wrestled a lot since he's been there, but he kind of just has these little quirky lines that they give him,
Hmm.
and like there are people that'll be like, oh, if he would they would have had him doing this in WWE, you wouldn't have heard the end of it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So like I have been like very critical of AEW because this is the one that for a while everybody was like, oh, they're gonna put. Well, I wouldn't say they were saying they would put WWE out of business, but there's a lot of them. They just felt that W that it was the best American company out there, and at some points it does definitely have the potential.
Yeah.
Like the wrestling is there. Like, it's no problem with the wrestling, but I feel like who's ever booking it, or like Tony, I feel like he needs to start being the boss and less
Yeah.
and less of trying to be certain like people's friends because like right now, like it's good, but it could definitely be better. But I'm kind of liking what they're doing right now, like because it feels like they have their own direction right now, which
Hmm.
is cool. But I like because I watch that and I watch WWE, and every now and then, I watch, if a TNA pay per view is on, I might watch that. Sometimes we'll watch this wrestling called GCW, and
Mm.
I think they actually have a 24/7 Twitch stream. So if you just type in GC Wrestling on Twitch, you could pretty much watch like I guess old footage there, and like sometimes like they'll get guys from AEW and kind of recently, they've been, WWE, they've been doing a lot of collabs and everything.
Okay.
We could possibly see some of them over there.
Okay. I mean, hey,
Um,
the Forbidden Door and we on Twitch. That's actually pretty good. But no,
yeah,
you mentioned a good point about Tony Khan being more, should be more strict with the wrestlers in terms of like instead of being their friend, being their boss. And one thing that made me remember was the fact of the CM Punk situation. Because the fact that
hmm,
he didn't take control and do what he wanted to do, Punk said, "Fuck this, I'm out." Like
right,
I watched the podcast video that he did. Hey, Clonica, the podcast that he did, where he sat there and he kept telling, "You got to handle your shit, or I'm going to handle it for you. You're not going to like the way I handle it."
right. And that's the truth because if you're running that's why I always say like you are running a company. it's easy to say what you'll like. Oh, I wouldn't allow this,
Hmm.
but like sometimes you have to think like, do I if I do something, this guy might walk. Sometimes they're gonna have to walk because you got to put your foot down. I'm looking
Yeah.
like you can't like because it reminded me of like Dixie Carter because Dixie Carter, when people like Hulk Hogan and all those people did those stuff, she took that stuff personally. And the thing was, like, it's the wrestling business. You have to understand that people may not get like people themselves might not get along, but it's like at the end of the day, you don't think they would do business with one another
Yeah.
because some orange guy that's a wrestler and Macho Man, they didn't really like each other, but they definitely did business with one another. So at the end of the day, it was like, man, I felt like he didn't want to reprimand them because they were his top guys. It was the same thing with like the reason because at point it felt like he created Collision,
Hmm.
Saturday Collision just for Punk
Yeah.
and for people that Punk like, they would be on the show and it kind of felt like, oh, you're just trying to separate them because you feel like that's better than to make someone angry. The thing is, you're gonna make people angry. That's how it goes. You know?
True. True. It kept the peace because, like I said, Punk and the Young Bucks and I guess adding Kenny Omega too. They had bad blood. Remember, they had a big old brawl a couple of months prior to them separating and doing Dynamite and everything. Not Dynamite. Rampage. No, Collision.
Right.
Sorry, Rampage. What the hell's wrong with me? Collision. And it was a big old thing. They had a big fight. People got fired. People got let go. And it was all word of mouth and bullshit that happened. They think one thing and then actually end up being something else. And they let like there was no control. Like it felt like everybody got slapped on the wrist for that. Punk got
Right.
suspended. They got suspended. They lost the trio belts, which what they
Yeah, he
just
lost
won
the
that night.
yeah, he lost the world title,
Yep.
you know. And what really made me feel bad, I didn't even care about like CM Punk, bashing him. He really rubbed me the wrong way when he just attacked, Colt Cabana for no reason. I'm looking like, look, whatever you two got going on, that ain't nobody's business. Like, if his mom was, on the Raver or document, like that's between you and him. But you ain't gotta mention just because some fan asked you about it. Just don't just say no comment. You ain't gotta like speak about it because that just seemed like something very poor. Like, oh,
Yeah.
his mom is on this insurance too, so that's why I said that. But because like the thing with him and the elite, like I understand, like there are people that I used to work with that I've worked with on plenty of jobs that I did not care for that I wanted, I probably would have been like, I'm gonna knock this guy out because I don't because he thinks that he can do whatever he wants, and nobody's trying to tell him what it really is
Yeah.
and whatnot. But and
That's
it,
right.
it ain't something about trying to be like, oh, you can't tell me what to do. It's a whole thing like you're not gonna put all this work on me, like kind of like that. So yeah, it's when it came down to that, I just felt like you like there had to be some line of he should have just came to them,
Mm.
addressed it, and be like, hey,
Hold
I feel
on.
like okay,
Sorry. Hold on 1 second. You can get the fuck off my chat. Thank you. Come here, you bot ass. All right, I'm ready. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had a
but
bot come
yeah,
on to the bro fans or somewhere else.
right. But yeah, like, and I feel like that's wrestling. That's one thing that I can give to WWE, like what they're doing right now with CM Punk
Hmm.
and Drew McIntyre. You can tell that they're taking jabs at AEW,
Oh,
but it's like little subtle jabs because it's like, oh, I don't tolerate respect, but it's like it's kind of more lighthearted because because I feel like I know Punk knows like, oh, I burnt bridges with these guys before.
hmm,
And the thing is like now, you know, I don't really have anywhere to go. The place that I thought I wanted to make my home, they don't have people that, want to learn. And that has been a problem with a lot of the talent from AEW because a lot of them they can't like a lot of talent they can't take criticism. Like if fans criticize them, they get they get butthurt.
yeah,
And I'm like, I say, you guys are professional wrestlers. You're not above criticism. It's just like what's her name, Jade Cargill. Cargill is not above criticism.
No.
No one is above criticism. I like there's a lot of wrestlers that I like, you know, and I'll criticize if they do something wrong. Like I said, they look goofy or something like that.
Yeah.
And like that. Yeah, anything you want to add? Because I feel like I'm just
No, I no
yapping right
no
now.
no no no. I'm letting you're going on a roll. You're right. The criticism in here wrestling is real, but the thing about it, it's like a give and take sometimes. Because sometimes you have like wrestlers act stupid. Like for example, Ricochet. Ricochet got offended because somebody called him, I think, called him bald, and he got a little butthurt about it, and that shit was hilarious. But
Yeah, that is hilarious.
okay,
Oh
there you go.
man, like why you bald? Yo,
Yeah, why you?
yeah, it is that thing. Like you feel as wrestlers, you should get thicker skin,
Yeah,
because and that's kind of what I'm kind of digging with this, like this whole thing with them. It's not even like my favorite feud. I like right now, as far as like feuds go, I don't really have any. I'd say like I'm not really invested in what WWE is doing right now,
yeah,
but I like the fact that people are actually watching it again, because you've heard for like years, and it was some years where I was like, bro, I'm not gonna watch this anymore, because I'm like, they don't have, like, they're not doing anything to let us know like we're trying, because it came to, you know, at some point, like when they felt like TNA wasn't, you know, a problem for them, they just were just doing whatever they
didn't
wanted,
give a fuck.
you
Yeah,
know. And
but no, no. I was gonna
just
say,
now, like with
huh?
wrestling, I feel like wrestling is in an interesting place. Like there's just wrestling all across, all, you know, over the world, that can be viewed by people now.
Yeah,
If you want to watch like Japanese wrestling, you know, they got streaming services for them that's available for American viewers. If you want to watch you British wrestling, you got that. You got like Mexican wrestling promotion like CMLL and AAA that are, well, mainly CMLL is doing amazing things right now. And I one thing I love like kind of the relationship with you know, WWE and pro wrestling Noah, because I won't lie, like I'm a big Japanese wrestling fan, you know,
there we go.
like, you hear me?
Okay,
Hello?
come here. Sorry about that. My headphones. I was trying to adjust my headphones, and it keeps like knocking the mic out. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, you're good. Can you hear me? Okay, we having technical issues here. I think it's my fault.
Hello?
There you go. I got you. You can hear me? Baka, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I can hear you. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second.
Give me a
It's this
hello.
damn headphone.
All right, there it is. There
I
it
need new
is.
headphones. Okay.
All right.
Can you, how about now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I know it. I know exactly what happened. I was trying to adjust the headphones because it's only I can only hear on one side, and I tried to adjust it on both sides, and it was not doing it. So the next time you'll see these, next time I do the stream, I'm gonna have new headphones because I'm tired of this.
For headphones, man. I got these. I actually got these Samsung ones this time around.
Yeah, I got these last year from Prime Day, so it's a year old. But like when it comes to like plug-in headphones, I'm not promoting this and just like I hate plug-in headphones. I'd rather do wireless. They're better.
Mm,
And it does the because the cord dies out eventually. Wireless only thing comes out the wear and tear. I don't think I've had wireless headphones that gave out on me, like I end up breaking or something. So I think I'm gonna invest in that. So I don't like,
right.
but to go back to what you were saying about wrestling, yes, I noticed as a is a huge change. I know since AEW came about, they talked about it like, oh, that's whatever, that brand is nothing. But I noticed that AEW's quality has increased much better since then. Like I got hooked since with the whole thing with the story of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, the whole bloodline thing. Like it's just little stories like that that got me interested. Like the Judgment Day, they come in, they do the thing, and I'm hooked. Like because I haven't sat down and watched an actual show yet. Like I haven't sat down and watched a full episode of Raw. I haven't sat down and watched a full episode of SmackDown. I just watched the clips online, the full segments of what happened, and I get the full story. Like I'll watch the pay per view, like I'll see what's going on. I know certain matches I just skip. And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been that way since the beginning. Like it's certain matches that I'm not gonna say on here because I don't feel like people like because there's some matches that I'll watch and then they end up just being botchy as hell. Like
Yeah.
AKA the women's lot of Money in the Bank
Yeah. The
match.
ladder. Yeah.
It's
That
like
match was awful.
that match was terrible. So like, but then it's also matches that I don't really care about. Like I'll skip. So like, yeah, with Jay Cargill, like you mentioned her earlier too. Like I understand. Like I understand people saying that she's not ready, she's not this, she's not that. She they just put it out in the front, which is true. Because we've seen her wrestle, and we see her
Yeah,
wrestle here, and it's the same mistakes that she made there. Like
right.
it's not like she's perfected anything. So she's still like kind of like what behind it is. It's just the like the fact that she looks like a
Yeah,
wrestler. Like
she has the look, and wrestling sometimes that's enough.
yeah, Axe Goldberg.
Like I was gonna say, it should be a guy that's popping up in WWE very soon. He was in New Japan. His name is Hikuleo.
Mm,
He's a he's like a adopted brother of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. You know who are well Tongaloa. He's like the legit son of Ming, but like Tama Tonga, he's also adopted son of Ming. He's and whatnot, like for real, like
yeah,
they were adopted to his family and whatnot. But he's another guy, like he's tall and
yeah,
everything, but like they masked his weakness, and they brought out like because he just did like power moves and everything,
okay,
like choke slams and stuff.
yeah,
So it was kind of like if you can mask someone's like weakness, and I feel like AEW did do that with Jade Cargill because they put her against experienced wrestlers and let her beat them, and it built that thing. But the problem with AEW is that AEW does not train wrestlers because they do not have because that's not something that they do. They don't have a farming system.
yeah,
Yeah. So that was kind of I felt like was the major problem
hmm
with Jay because it's like she had it's the whole thing of like learning on the job. That's what it was.
okay, all right. Because you're right. Because learning on the job and everything. Because we seen a lot of wrestlers that have come in there and they had the look, but when they wrestled, ooh boy, oh boy. Like one wrestler I mentioned earlier, Goldberg. He came in, he had the look, he came from football, but they booked him too strong, and he injured a lot of people. Like some people won't.
I don't think he, be honest, I don't think he's injured anyone outside of Bret Hart.
I've heard
I've
he's
never
injured.
heard, I've never heard him injuring somebody. The only person I ever heard him injuring was Bret Hart, but like Bret Hart's the type of guy that because he said he's apologized to Bret, and don't get me wrong, I love Bret Hart, like
Yeah,
and whatnot, but it's like I said, I kind of felt him when he said I can only apologize so much. Like, okay, the whole thing with Undertaker, yeah, the thing with Undertaker, yeah, that was pretty bad. Goldberg lately, he has kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because what he said about Oscar, and I was like,
yeah.
I said, you praised her just a couple of years ago, and she said how much she respected you, and now all of a sudden you want to have recollective memory. Like, I don't know how I feel about some, you know, Asian girl, little Asian woman taking my streak from me, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you weren't saying this a couple of years ago. Like, what's going on? But
Listen,
the interesting thing with Goldberg, and I don't
yeah.
mean to cut you off,
No, no, so
is
wrong.
that Kevin Nash, and even if Scott Hall was living,
Yeah.
and Eric Bischoff will all tell you that Goldberg believed his own hype,
Yes, he did. He
and
believed his
I
own
do
bullshit.
agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
He did believe his own hype, and sometimes you have to get humble, and I feel like that's why Triple H did what he did. Like, sometimes you have to humble people because if
No,
you don't humble somebody, they're gonna constantly keep on thinking like, oh, I can do this and that.
yeah.
No,
Because the one thing I wouldn't forgive him for is what he said about Bray Wyatt. When Bray Wyatt had the championship, he didn't think that he shouldn't be able to lose to him, and that's
right,
why that's why he squashed him and got the belt from him. And I'm just like,
right,
you stupid bastard! Like you're over. Sorry, you washed up prime past your prime bastard. Like Bray Wyatt was on a rocket ship going up, especially with the whole gimmick of the fun house and everything like that. Like that was going popular. And then he came out, oh, I don't see myself getting defeated by somebody like him. And then you end up like a lot of people that end up getting fed to Goldberg. I think Kevin Owens is another one who got fed to Goldberg because they
yeah,
wanted to do Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg too. And I'm like, who
yeah.
gives a shit? Like it was shit then. It was better. It was better the second time
Yeah,
around.
it was better the second and third time around. I will say that.
They had two more. Like I forgot about the third one. Like holy
Yeah,
shit.
because the third one was at WrestleMania. Yeah,
Like come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Like it's certain things. Like I always feel that way because it's like certain. I like this doesn't need the belt. I was like I would get mad about that. I was like this
Mm-hmm.
is not. It was like Lesnar beating Big. Well yeah he
The
technically beat
Undertaker.
Big
Yeah.
E.
Oh, big.
Yeah, he beat Big E. I think it was like a four-way though, but he beat Big E for the belt. And then for me, it was like, Roman and Lesnar don't need two belts,
No.
but that's just something they wanted to do. But I will give them props. Like they did let Lesnar, they finally let Lesnar and Lashley happen, and it didn't disappoint like I thought it would. But it was obviously the WWE booking where, oh, he needed Roman to help him win. I was like, come
Hmm.
on, bro, you can
See,
you can do better than that.
see, I will say this: one of the greatest sins that Vince McMahon pulled was not letting Samoa Joe and Brock go at it. I'm not-
They
they
did.
would. No, no, no. But like not have a feud. That feud was short. It should have been a long feud. It was
Oh,
very very
just a
short.
yeah, just a brush off feud. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I it should have been longer because they that breathed money. If you got a match at SummerSlam with the two of them, it would have sold like hotcakes.
Right. That was just like what was it? I remember they gave out it was like Lesnar no Lashley versus Roman. And he beat Roman clean and like nothing happened afterwards. I was like, wow, we just beat him. It don't matter. So it's like him beating him then doesn't matter. But like now, because of Triple H, and I will give Triple H his props because I had my reservations. His vision with WWE, I'm behind because
Yeah.
it feels like he feel like he knows what he's trying to do. Because the whole thing, like what was it, AJ Styles, he went to Japan to wrestle. I feel like, him, AJ Styles going
Hmm.
to wrestle Marufuji, which is one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers. I feel like a few years ago that would have never happened. Vince
Mm.
would have been like, "Oh, you can get Shinsuke, you can get Shinsuke. You're not getting AJ Styles." So like that happening was pretty cool. And then you seeing like NXT and WWE talent popping up for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, which is like a kind of an indie kind of shoot wrestling
Hmm.
kind of thing. Yeah, so that's pretty cool and whatnot. You seeing like Io Sky, she wrestled in Japan for a Japanese promotion and everything. A lot of that
Yeah.
stuff is like it's cool. And they just recently signed Stephanie Vakir, and that was crazy because she had just wrestled Mercedes Monet at Forbidden Door almost a week ago.
Mm.
And next thing she know, she left CMLL and and because she was like the New Japan Strong Champion, so she left New Japan and CMLL, and she's like, I'm going to WWE. She's already doing house shows already, so I'm like, man, that's crazy, but that's
You
cool though.
you mentioned Mercedes, right? I
Right?
I want to call her her old name, but I want to
You
disrespect
can,
her.
you can, you
Nah,
can, you
but
can.
I hate the fact, like you said, going back to a comment we mentioned earlier about fans, the other side of the coin, where how fans are they're on your side when you do the right thing for them. When you're on WWE, you're on their side. You're the best friend. You're the buddy. You're the good guy. But when you go to AEW, you're the devil. Oh, F you. Why, no, sorry. I don't censor my word. Fuck that. Why are you doing that? Why are you at this someplace? You suck here. You belong in WWE. It's like she went with the money. She went where she can wrestle. Where she didn't feel like she was valued.
She went where she had more time to herself,
Mm-hmm.
and she get paid money.
Yes.
Respect. I'm never gonna tell somebody go where don't go where it's easy for you. But I'm
Yes.
also gonna be like, I know where the grind is at. Because I do agree with Triple H on there. Like, if you don't like the grind, we don't need you here. But the thing was, like, they gave her WrestleMania main events,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like even if you were to watch AEW, like the fans have turned against her.
Yes,
She's
they
a heel
have.
now.
Yeah, I know.
The fans have turned against because my biggest problem with Mercedes Monet was how they made her come in. I mean, so you mean to tell me this woman's gonna debut and take the belt from Willow? Willow, who's been working her ass off for your company. nonstop. You mean to tell me that, oh well, she gets to rest, she gets to drop the belt to the bigger star? I'm like, I said, Mercedes doesn't need that belt. That was my problem. I was like, Mercedes doesn't need that belt. I said the same thing when Moxley beat Orange Cassidy. I was like, Moxley doesn't need that belt.
Yeah.
But I said, but it's like, why? I was like, this is the reason that's the main event. It wasn't even for like the world title or nothing. It was like for like some mid card belt or whatever. But I was like, Moxley doesn't need this belt. But it was just the fact that, oh, let's give it to him because he's the bigger name, and that does rub me the wrong way because it's like you have all this homegrown talent, but you're putting them all under the reign of these ex WWE guys or that
Mm-hmm.
guys that were kind of did things in WWE. So I'm looking like, what, like are you looking at what you're doing? Because all your guys that you got on top
Mm-hmm.
are like in some shape or form have been the WWE. Swerve, the world champion, he was a part of his role in NXT.
So, yep.
You got Tony Storm. She was in NXT.
Yeah.
She was on main roster for a little bit with like Charlotte Flair, but it's like every single time you think about it, it's like every one of their top guys that they got there are like former WWE guys right now. I
Yeah.
think they're. I'm trying to think who are the tag team champions right now.
Okay. Well, it's not FTR, right? How
Oh
they
yeah,
lost to.
it's the Young Bucks,
Oh,
with
Young
the
Bucks.
exception of like, yeah, with the exception of the Young Bucks, like like their trio champions right now. One of them is like Christian Cage,
Yeah.
Edge or Adam Copeland. He had to drop the belt because he got hurt trying
Yeah.
to. Like, I was so mad. I was like, bro, you too old to be doing that. That's been my
Hold
biggest
on.
problem with him. Is like, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead. No, no, no. I'm not saying you stop. I'm just saying hold on. I'm trying to find the clip.
Yeah, like my biggest problem with him is like I said, bro, you're too old to be doing a lot of this stuff. I get that he just wants to make new memories and just wrestle different people, but I'm like, bro, like you gonna be out for a couple of months, and now you're not even a champion anymore.
Yep.
They made Jungle Boy well, he's not Jungle Boy anymore.
Jack. Jack.
Jack
Real
Perry.
glass. Real glass
Yeah,
Perry.
right, real glass Perry. Hey, he stuck by his though because like I'm gonna say this, like compared to like the stories, like he just got choked out. Yeah, that wasn't really what had happened when we saw the video. So,
Yeah.
but it was like, but that video was in bad taste. I'm like, why y'all feel the need to show the video? Y'all trying to make CM Punk look bad because it didn't really make that.
No.
Like I guess they were aiming to make CM Punk look bad. It made Jack Perry really. It made people like Jack Perry. So when he came to Chicago for the New Japan show, you would think they would have booed this man out of the building. Oh no, they were cheering this guy. It was surreal because I was like, I thought that I was actually mad. I was like, y'all should be booing this guy at the fucking business.
Yeah, because you
This is
lost CM
y'all.
Punk to that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like CM Punk y'all boy, but it's like well we know the truth now. You ain't like no punk or nothing, because the way it was said, like he choked him out and everything. He didn't choke him out. He just had him in the headlock. That was it. That was it. He did not choke him out, and it was just like I
Mm.
just feel like it's just a lot of like it's just a lot of like man, what do you want to call it? It's a lot of like with wrestling, it's a lot of tribalism
Mm.
too, and I feel like that's become more, I guess, obvious than ever
Yeah.
because it's like you want to watch wrestling and just enjoy it, but it's like, oh well, yeah, I said, oh you like this wrestler because it's like if you like this wrestler, then oh you like this wrestler. Like me personally, I'm a very like I like technical wrestling. Like, but I also like, man, when I also like, what Biggie said, the horse fights, like two big meaty men, that
Yeah.
whole thing. I
Yeah.
like seeing those. I like seeing those type of matches, but I also like
Well,
seeing like technical matches, like like someone like exchanging like wrestling holds,
yeah.
like I guess you
The
would
draw.
say
The draw out. Like the basically what you mean is like the
a
build up.
Kurt Angle. I would say like a Kurt Angle versus um, Asterisk, Steven Richards type match, like
Ah. Yeah.
that sort of technical wrestling, like
Yeah.
guys, yeah, I love those style of matches, like
Yeah.
because
But
it feels like. Go ahead.
sorry, no, no. So not to cut you off, but like before we get to further to what you're talking about, I do have the clip of Mr. Adam Copeland breaking his leg. You don't see the leg getting broken, thank God. You just see the drop. But
Right.
it also gives me an opportunity to show off my new outline, well my new layout for this.
Okay.
So let me transition over. So here we go. Got the logo up there. Got the little chat in the bottom. Make it a little bigger. And got the subscribers and everything like that. So you gotta do it fancy. So without further ado, we're gonna take out a clip of this man who's, by the way, how old? He's in his late 40s, isn't he?
Ooh, Adam Copeland?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, probably in his
I
late
think he's
40s.
like, yeah, late 40s, almost pushing 50, and he's on the top rope, being in his ass, like doing this, like what the shit. So here we go. Ah, damn. Sorry, let me close this one. Y'all don't need to know what I'm buying. Damn. Also, this man. Let me turn this off too. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm doing pocket. No, we need to know who I'm talking to or anytime on my notifications. I don't need to know my business. But yes, as you can see, Adam Cole did that drop off and fucked himself up royally. Like you see,
Yeah,
you hate to see it.
yeah. And it's like that sometimes when it comes to like wrestling. Like, sometimes we don't like I feel like they were like, oh, I'll be all right. And I was like, bro, you had no business doing that.
Yeah,
But it's like, I was saying earlier, like how I love Japanese wrestling. You see those guys, they wrestle a very like stiff style, but they don't like, and they'll do like these spots where they jump out of the ring and whatnot and stuff like that. But like most of the time, like it's not like to the level of something like that. That's just someone like trying to not realize how old they are.
yeah. They do well. They end up doing things that they don't need to be doing. So they end up fucking themselves up. Like I said, it's not the first time we have seen it where people who have royally messed themselves up by doing extra shit that they don't need to do. And AEW is actually known for that. Like a lot of times, a lot of people get injured because they are doing or they're shortening their careers because of the stunts they pull up. Darby Allen is going to be a royal wreck when he gets into his 40s. Like I can
Oh,
see that now.
the thing was, he had got hit by a bus. I think like
Last month, I mean, was last month or it wasn't?
a couple of months back.
Yeah. It was. I know it was right after the time he's talking about. He meant to made a. It was right when he left to climb the mountain, and then I think it was a couple like a month later after that we found out he got hit by the bus in New York.
Right.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
say
because he
New
was
York.
supposed to be I think the thing was he was supposed to be climbing the mountain, but then that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because he said I don't know if I'm coming back. He got a death wish, but like you can keep that. Like also like on a side note, that was kind of messed up the fact that it wasn't Sting versus Darby Allen for his final match.
They probably just, you know, they probably just didn't have anything really for him, and they probably just wanted Sting to go out on top.
I mean, he could have still went on top. Like it doesn't matter. But like
You,
it would have been an honor.
like just let him keep the tag belts. Probably that's probably what it was.
Yeah,
It
that would have
probably
still been perfect. Like it wouldn't. The tag belts wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have lost the tag belts. It would have been a match between the two of them. It would have been perfectly fine. Like it would have been on like I said, a mentor. Like finally, like I said, like well, then he would have to Darby would have to go over in order for that to happen. But yeah, you're right. Sting needed to be on top because, like I said, he is a legend wrestler, and it was a big push. But before we get too far
Well,
into the rest.
it is something that I do want to show you
Oh,
from
good.
a match I watched during the match that I watched last night. It was like during the G1. This move right here just like it's actually two. I'm gonna send them. I'm gonna send both of them to you
Okay.
right right now.
Okay. So you can send me the link and then join. Okay. Hold on. All right. So
No,
let's.
I was actually gonna leave. Actually, I actually gonna leave the YouTube thing. That's why I was
Okay.
gonna.
Okay. You can back. Just if you can send me the link, I'll put it on the thing and pop it up.
That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll load it up and then I will. Yes, I can visit site. I can trust. I can trust X. I'm gonna. What I am gonna do is. Okay. I'm not going to sign in as mine because mine is No. Okay, that's one. Hold on. I'm glad I'm not on my that I'm not on my OBS on my thing yet. There you go. Got to make sure I don't want to pull any move. 'Cause I just watched a video of a certain famous YouTuber, sorry,
Mm.
former YouTuber, who while he was on Twitter, he accidentally showed off his DMs, and in the process of showing off his DMs, he
Yeah,
revealed that he was trying to get another streamer banned,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that actually.
and I'm just like, come on, bro. So that was funny as hell. So I'm not trying to get myself in trouble with that. But give me 1 second. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna take the link and I'm going to play it. So make sure I pop it up on the page first. There we go. Nope. Gotta respectfully put it on there. Or I instead of doing all, I mean, but see the thing about it, I don't want to put the Discord on here. There we go. Okay, perfect, perfect. Pause. Rewind. All right, here we go. So we're gonna switch it over to back to the famous screen. There we go. Booyah. Get to see it again. Get to see his nice layout. It did it. It took me about 5 minutes to put it together because it was basically another layout that I did, but I had to put the logo up there and put the chat
Right.
below because I'm not showing off. I'm just giving myself praise and patting my back because I worked on it in 5 minutes. But
Yeah, you got.
we are going to do the video. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jeff Cobbs. Oh hell yeah. Let's see this.
Gone on record to state I want to complete.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Literally
gosh.
did not say anything on
My God.
Well, there's gone on
Yeah, the
record
other
to
guy
state
named
I want to.
Takeshi.
Oh my God.
He's really good.
Yeah, but holy shit.
I wish you could have saw the whole match though. This man did a
Yeah,
Falcon Arrow to this guy.
really.
Yeah, he did the Falcon Arrow to Jeff Cobb, but look at the second one that I sent you as well.
Okay. I think the second one you sent me, it opened a activity.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, because right now it says we watch together.
Oh, so okay. I think it should be the one underneath the one where he pushed them across the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess I'll just send it again.
Okay, that's the one that I watched the first time. Okay. Oh, I see it. I see it. I'm looking at it. Ooh. Okay, I see it. I'm looking at it now. All right. I can actually full screen this, but then how am I gonna do this? Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me pause it so I won't. Holy shit. Okay. That dude's about to get royally this thing called fucked up. But we're gonna transition back over. And we're gonna play the video now. What's audio? Here we go. Here we go. Holy shit. Even the referee bumped.
I love that, bro. I love that.
Yeah. That's good camera work too, because even the camera was shaking.
Yeah,
There
because
we
you know
go.
they usually had the cameras like in between the ropes and whatnot.
Yeah. Nah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was
Nah, but
that match itself, really.
not like okay. So okay, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was gonna ask you, like, if you had like a favorite match of all time, like if you like wrestling got erased, but you were allowed to keep one match, what would it be?
Rey Mysterio versus Ultimo Dragon. I think it was World War III, Great American Bash. One of them be that match.
Okay. Okay. So there's a few for me, but if I had to pick one, the only one that comes to my head is, as of right now, the only one that comes to my head is AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe, the triple threat for the belt in TNA. Like that's the one that just comes to my head.
That's a good one.
That's a yeah, and I was just like, I really enjoyed it. But then you got Shinsuke versus Sami Zayn, which introduced me to Shinsuke Nakamura, and there
I
we go.
said right.
Yeah, there we go. So now we go back on my Dark King Forever at Twitter. Good. Okay. So if I had to fix that real quick, I do have a Twitter on my to Dark King Forever, just so you guys know. I don't use it, but I'm going to use it tonight since we're here. But because like in those matches, that's like the match that you mentioned, like I don't think I've seen that match, Rey versus Ultimate Dragon, but I know I heard good things about that one, and I know
Yeah.
like
If I could mention something specifically, right? Ultimo Dragon did a tombstone on freaking Rey Mysterio outside the ring. That's how crazy that match is to me. Like
holy shit,
like people like always praise Rey Mysterio, but like
Yeah,
Ultimo Dragon, like hands down is like easily like one of my top, probably I'd say top 10. I'm not gonna say like top five because I feel like top five is so interchangeable sometimes.
yeah. Well, okay. I know you mentioned the top 10. I used to do on a friend's channel of mine. I'm not gonna name names. I used to do top five videos. Maybe coming back, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But I know they make in terms of wrestling, they ask people a certain question. Who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? Who do you see as your four on your Mount Rushmore?
And so that's that problem right there because he could be so interchangeable. But easily, Terry Funk will be up in there.
Respect.
Because I'm old, so we're old, so we ain't gonna say like a lot of. I probably ain't gonna say like a new wrestler too much.
Listen, come from your heart. Go from your heart. Like no way judging you here. You ain't gonna get like
Yeah,
persecuted or anything like that. You're good.
I'm gonna say Terry Funk, Rick
Okay.
Rude. Say Terry Funk, Rick Rude. Definitely would put like I said, I put Ultimo Dragon up in there.
Okay.
See who else I'm trying to think who else would I put in there. Cause like I'm probably not gonna put someone like it has like stream appeal.
Yeah.
So like I probably wouldn't put them. What's the name? I'm really I'm
Well,
kind of struggling right.
why are
I'll
you
put,
thinking of wait? When are you thinking about it? Hold on. Give me a sec. So, any people that's watching, one of you. I'm kidding. All of you is watching right now. If you have a Russian wrestlers, please put it in the chat. Like I said, it's not only for me and him talking. Y'all can get yourself involved. You can say something. How y'all feel about wrestling? How y'all do? And which I love about it. Like I said, I like to be interactive with the chat. So please feel free. All right, but I'm going. Okay, you have one more.
I guess I'll put Sting. I'll put Sting.
Sting. I respect that list highly. I'm not gonna be like there's no joke coming out of it like, oh, you're wrong. No, no. That is your Mount Rushmore. I respect that. If I had, like I said, my Mount Rushmore so far, I know for damn sure off the tops, Stone Cold Steve Austin is gonna be one of them. Like I
Respect,
that
respect,
yeah,
respect.
that's the man that literally got me into wrestling. And I
He
just
got a lot of people in the wrestling.
yeah, yeah. Like he was
He,
that at the Attitude Era. Like, listen, I watched a whole channel dedicated to him, his promos, his events. Like, yes,
yeah, like pretty much him and The Rock made wrestling cool for the mainstream.
yeah,
When cause like the only reason I went like the only reason I didn't put him up in there because I just felt like I'm going by a wrestler. I'm not going by like you know like the mainstream appeal because like I know why people like them
yeah,
because they were good. They were good smack talkers. Of course they were decent wrestlers, but they were really good. Like they they made you want to see what was gonna happen.
mm,
You know,
yeah,
and like I still remember like girls like going crazy over the Rock. Like just I remember WrestleMania 2000, the video game. I remember bringing the manual to school. Man, like I was just looking at it while I was in the lunch line. These girls saying, "Is that the Rock?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
damn,
Them girls going crazy over the Rock. Now back then, little old me wasn't really thinking about girls back then, so I didn't really feel no way about it. But I still thought that was cool, like that they knew who the Rock was, because I was
yeah,
like, and it has kind of started to come back where you see like wrestling, well, WWE being kind of in the mainstream now. But I'm
yeah.
sorry about that. Continue with your Mount Rushmore.
No, no, you're absolutely right. Like, I mean, I was gonna say this. I'm not like Rock is not gonna be on my list because like I was never a big fan of the Rock, even as growing up. I respected him. I was never a fan. My family, my mom and my grandma, they loved him. They were like, oh, he's cool, he's cool, and he used to hate Triple H, which is funny. And then especially when he just pulled the hill shit that he pulled.
Well, I agree. I can understand because I hated him too as a kid. I was like, man, this BS, bro. Every single time, this guy just wins.
Yeah. Oh, that I mean 2003 Triple H. Yeah. Oh, fuck him.
Oh no, well, that it was like, man, I like he just holding down. He ain't never
Yeah.
gonna lose that, bro. That was me. That like mature me starting to kind of understand, what it really is about wrestling.
Yeah.
But like,
But but let's see. Okay, so I said Stone Cold Steve Austin. I would say another one because I said okay. I would put Macho Man on my list too because I really enjoyed Macho Man, and then
I said that's cool.
yeah, Macho Man. Who else? I wasn't into WCW more much, so I really don't have many. I know like because like my era when like I would have put Hulk Hogan on there, but like the older you get, the more you learn about Hulk Hogan, the
See,
more you're like,
I'm gonna say this: if I would have put Hulk Hogan up on there, I'm not putting Hulk Hogan. I'm putting NWO Hollywood Hulk Hogan
yeah, that's valid.
with Voodoo Child. But see, like it's over time. Like it's starting to like, man, I don't care which Hulk Hogan I like. F this guy. Bro. that's me right now. I'm like, bro, I don't care which Hulk Hogan I hear. Like F this guy, bro. There's
'Cause-
something wrong with this dude.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so like, I'm gonna say so like, see, I don't want to mention his name, but he's not on my top, my Mount Rushmore. But
Oh,
he was, I really respect the wrestler as who he was, not
bro,
for what
I ain't
he
gonna lie.
did.
I ain't gonna. I'm not finna lie to you. If he didn't do what he did, he would have been up there for me.
Oh hell yeah, he would have been.
He would have been up there for me.
For those that don't know, I'm talking about Chris Benoit. Like Chris Benoit was an amazing technical wrestler, amazing. But like I said, yeah, he did what he
What
did.
he lacked, what he lacked, just like Daniel Bryan, what he lacked in size, he made for in heart in the ring.
Oh hell yeah! Like I don't care. I don't care what no one says. You're not a true wrestling fan if you didn't tear up that part where
About
Eddie
WrestleMania
Guerrero.
20.
Yes, when Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit were out there and they both won the championship and they genuinely were
Hug
like
each other.
hug each other, like that love for one another, that they made it to the top. And it's sad because a year later, both of them was gone.
Well, yeah, very much.
And it's like, damn, like
I,
I never
you
forget.
know,
Yo,
the more I think about it though, because you watched Dark Side of the Ring before, right?
yeah, I did. I watched Chris Benoit one.
And like it's something telling me like, bro, if Eddie was alive, he'd still be alive.
Yeah,
I really do. I really do believe that Eddie was alive, he would have still been alive.
he would have made that the Dom and Eddie Guerrero story. I mean, the
I don't
Dom
even
and
think that happens.
Rey
I
Mysterio.
don't think that happens. I don't think that happens at that point. Because you gotta think it's a lot of stuff that doesn't happen because they're alive.
Yeah,
Because
D-
it's just like I feel like Daniel Benoit, he probably because he looks up to his father. I feel like he would want to be a wrestler.
they fucked
I
him
feel,
over.
I feel like Eddie Guerrero, he'd be in Ring of Honor right now. If he was alive, he'd be like, like not no, I'm not talking about like Ring of Honor now, but like Ring of Honor like in his prime.
Yeah,
That man would.
yeah. No, he would have been. Not, no lie, he would have did Ring of Honor, but most likely he probably would have did his own promotion.
Yeah, it's possible. Like
He would
Booker
right.
T does.
Yeah, because I don't like Eddie Guerrero was such a fucking amazing wrestler too. Like matter of fact, the Four Horsemen besides Perry Saturn was greatness. Like no lie. Like I don't like besides because the fact that Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero passed away, and then you had Dean Malenko. Like the more you heard about Dean Malenko, I was like he's the person you would fuck with. The wrestler. So,
As a kid, but I remember like I did not like Damon Life because I just said, bro, he's so boring.
no.
But then I realized like the reason that he's that way is because he's not trained to like his family's not trained when they train to wrestle. They're not trained like to emote. So I
Yeah.
guess that's the reason why it didn't really click with me.
Yeah.
But like when I got older, because I remember I loved Landstorm and he was kind of the same. He wasn't really
Yeah. I was
like
you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to mention him. You took the words right out of my mouth for him.
yeah, like but it was just like like you go back and look at them like, oh, these guys are amazing.
But one thing I was gonna say, okay, hold on, let me finish my Mount Rushmore. So I did. I said Stone Cold Steve Austin. I said who else did I say? I said
Macho Man.
Macho Man. Yes, Macho Man, Randy Savage. If I go back to WWE, who is one of my? Is it sucky that I put the Dudley like the tag team, the Dudley Boys up there? Because I was in love. Yeah, Dudley Boys was amazing. I think they would be on my list. And I think the last one, basically one of them was a placeholder for MJF because a few he's like right now he's like I'm absolutely in love with, but he's not there yet for my top four, but he's up there. Like if
Yeah, he's really good.
he's really good. Like I can only see further from him.
Bro, when the Undertaker puts you over, I said, yeah. I think
Yeah,
people like him. And that's a good thing. That just shows how good of a how respectful you are to the business and it respects you back.
Yeah. Let's see. Because Undertaker, like I said, no, don't just talk about Undertaker. Undertaker, I
I would
I
put Undertaker.
yeah.
He's definitely in the top 10.
Here's the thing. My friend King Kirk, I know he's a huge wrestling head too. And my other friend, he came in and he said he's mad because he's at work because he can't say nothing. Especially the fact that I'm having wrestling talk, which is his own wheelhouse.
Mhm.
So he's kind of mad right now, which is good. Good. I'm mad. But like yeah, he I know my friend King Kirk, he would have been definitely saying Undertaker's one of his top favorite because I think one time he actually met the Undertaker doing I was like he was like close to him. I'm not gonna spoil the story from. I'd rather him come ahead and tell it because I don't want to take any like, power from it or anything like that, or like make it sound embarrassing. He makes it sound much better. But when he was younger, he used to do like a lot, like go to a lot of wrestling shows. All right, Kugala, catch you later, man. Thank you for coming. And yeah, he used to go to a lot of wrestling shows, and he met like I think one thing I would say he met Taz, and Taz was an asshole to him.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's not yeah. And then I think he said he met New Jack, and New Jack was cool, like with
Sounds about
them.
right.
Yeah. So, like I said, so it's valid. And I know. I think one wrestler. No. See, damn. I wish King Kirk was here because he is a story he tells about one of the wrestlers try to, I think, push up on him, push up one of his family members, and his family members stood up, and the wrestler backed off because he was that big. He
Hmm.
didn't want to. He didn't want that smoke. And the way he tells it is hilarious. So I would one day when he can, hopefully if he hear the podcast, I hope he can jump welcome to join and we can do another wrestling talk with this one. This is not the last one. But if I had to get my last one without BSing, it would be Eddie Guerrero, honestly, because I actually enjoyed him as a wrestler. Like Brock was great.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was great, especially he beat the shit out of that one-legged guy. Like I'll never
Yeah.
forget that ass whooping. Yeah,
Bro, bro, that version of Brock Lesnar is like the best because he could not only wrestle, but he also could talk. Because I always hate the fact that people forget Brock Lesnar could talk, bro.
he cut promos. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And and then here's the funny part: if he liked you, he bumped for you.
Yep. That's one thing I had noticed because it's like, Roman and Dean. I noticed he didn't like even like later on in his career, like he did not really want to work with those guys. Like,
No.
but it's like AJ, Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. He liked work because they probably reminded him a lot of the guys that he broke in the business with.
Yeah.
So that tells you everything because it's like I get like people got tired of like Vince always like giving him everything and he's never around. I understood that, but it's like I always felt like when he wanted to, he would perform. He would
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah. And you can tell when Brock actually liked somebody and when he didn't. Like you said, like I think he tried to give Braun Strowman a chance, and then Braun Strowman kept like they shoot punching him to the point he punched him in the temple and said,
Says, slow the fuck down. That's what he says.
"Yep." Like he was like, you can see the punch. Slow the fuck
Bro,
down.
he wanted to work with our truth. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Cause like he made him like legit like corpse in the ring, and like the fact that even Undertaker said like he needs his own like variety show,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like our truth doing that, but I was like, bro, our truth is legit like the first Black NWA champion. So
Yeah.
I'm looking like even if he probably didn't maybe to like the WWE, he's not as respected as people feel, but like he even had his WrestleMania moment this year, winning the tag team titles with the men. Can't
Mm-hmm.
nobody take that away from him. Maybe
No.
people probably like, oh, he should have won the world title.
No.
And look, he's a former world champion. That's enough. It don't matter if it was like WWE. He's the first Black NWA world champion. Can't
Yeah.
nobody take that away from him.
And we also say the fact that this man is in his 50s and he
50.
looks like he's 30 something. He looks younger than me. Like he's that up like he's raps. He does music.
Yeah,
He got an album and
yeah.
he's hilarious. I'm so mad that they shortened the Judgment Day segments with him. Like that was the highlight of the thing because the fact that he made everybody corpse. Like there's no not a single person that was in Judgment Day that didn't
Tone
laugh.
and Nick Tom and Nick Mysterio always got me.
And he's still saying it to this day.
And Nick, I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But Damian Priest could not hold it together like multiple times. Like he just broke. He had to
But
like turn his face.
he used to get all of them because you would see like I think the only ones he didn't get was like JD and Rhea, but he used to
Yeah.
get all of them. Like
Yeah.
especially Finn would always just be laughing. I also love the the what was it, the Sami Zayn
Yo,
Bloodline
yeah.
segment. I
Yeah.
used to love them.
He's not
You
feeling
know, it was
oozy. What?
like it was weird with like Sami Zayn because it took a while for him to grow up on me, for him to grow on me. Because like I always knew, like I knew about El Generico and like
Yeah.
I always liked him as a wrestler, but it's like I guess it wasn't really clicking for me his character. It wasn't until he started doing like that conspiracy theory stuff where he was like IC
Uh
champion. That's when I started actually liking him. I'm like, oh, he's actually putting character work in because like I feel like because I often argue, I often get into these arguments with my friends, like, I like a wrestler who can wrestle, but I also
yeah.
like who can like that has personality to them. Cause it's more to me than just being able to do like, have a really good match. Cause I like
Yeah.
Meltzer, cause I ain't gonna lie, Meltzer has his favorites when it comes to like rating matches. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say like, oh, just because this person gets a 5 star, to me he's the best wrestler. I'm like, no, that's not the truth. It's just like what was that one match he gave like 7 or 8 stars? What was it like Okada versus Omega or something like that? I'm looking like, say, man, this ain't to me.
Calm
This
down.
ain't even. Huh?
Like no, I was like no, no, like telling him calm down. Like you it's not even
And
special anymore.
yeah, the thing was, it wasn't even their best match. Their best match, they went to like a time limit draw. To me, that was like their best match. The match they went to a time limit draw, and like
Yeah.
no one talks about that match. They talk about the match they had. They're like, oh, that was like 7 stars, and like they had a 2 out of 3 match. Oh, that was eight out of 9 stars. I'm like, "Bruh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then there are people like they just eat that stuff up as gospel, which I understand. Like everybody's different. Like Mel, because as Meltzer, he's a news journalist. He gon' people probably take his advice more than anything because he a lot of wrestlers do talk to him and everything. But it's
Yeah.
like you said, slow down, buddy.
So yeah, because I think Punk was even like if I think he kind of got on him about with the on the podcast as well. Um, but not to like take away, but Sami Zayn, like I agree with you. Like, well, my other friend Strife, he came in earlier. He was a huge he's a huge Sami Zayn head before like when he was in NXT and everything. So like I was like, okay, I don't see the appeal. But then it goes to what I mentioned earlier about the match he had with Shinsuke Nakamura. That's what won me over with him. So I was like, okay, cool. But then you lost me when he got to the main roster, and he kept the only time he was while watching is when he had feuds with Kevin Owens, and it's like they kept feeding him to each other, and I'm just like, come on, can y'all stop? Like, can y'all really stop with this? Like every time.
I think
Oh, what happened?
I think my problem what kind of turned me off of him for a long time was like when he got to the main roster, they just had him feuding with Braun Strowman. It was like this David and Goliath story. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
can we not?
yeah. But okay, so I've been avoiding this person the entire time since we did wrestling talk, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like this wrestler. I
Who is it?
never. I'm trying to build them up. I don't know if we can. No, if I say that, you're gonna know when who I'm talking about. But I can't stand this wrestler because I feel like he buried a lot of talent. He had the golden shovel in certain situations with certain
You mean
people.
you mean Golden Shuffle, that gold shuffle?
The goat shovel, the major shovel, aka the ghost, the true ghost of Shishima. That's a bad
Like,
joke.
who are you talking? Yeah, I'm not. I
John
don't know who
Cena.
you're talking about anymore.
I'm talking about John Cena, the ghost. You can't see me, Mr. Cena, the golden shovel
It's
himself.
it's weird with me because like I've never had a problem with John Cena ever. Like I get it, he beat a lot of people he shouldn't have beaten. Like I felt like the worst thing he ever did was that whole thing with the
Nexus.
Nexus.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the worst thing he ever did. Like, but outside of that, like to me he's always just been like he's been there. He's been in the hostile environments. He's been booed out of buildings. and stuff like that. So like he has my respect. I understand like people don't like him, and it's fine. You won't have to see him after next year. You probably won't be seeing him in the
You
ring
and
like
I know that's a fucking lie. Stop it. Anybody that said they
I mean,
retire,
no,
they retire.
I think he mean like just full time. Like we ain't saying he'll never wrestle, but just
Yeah.
like full time. And at this point, like he need to get them hair plugs because that bald spot is balding.
Let's just beam it. But I've never and don't get it wrong, I've never been a fan of Cena. Even before the burials and everything like that. The word life, I've never been a fan of that. Like
I,
I've never been
bro, I
yeah.
love that, bro.
Nah. That he said some sus shit. I was like, nah, I'm good.
That was the point. Like he was literally said you could choke on these, and the fans just said like this was before like everybody just had to say sus and pause all the time. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we get it. I kind of miss those days because like nowadays, like people know you ain't trying to be sus, but they just kind of turn it sus, and it just makes everything awkward after that.
Yeah. But I never been like I said, I never been a fan of his since then, since even before then. I think the first time and only time he was heel. The first I've never been a fan of his. And then he got into it and
Ruthless aggression.
that's no, I will give it to him. That slap he did to Chris Jericho when he first popped up and he said it was and
Kurt
slapped the
Angle.
Kurt. Oh, it was Kurt.
Kurt Angle.
It was Chris
Yeah,
Jericho. It was Kurt Angle.
that was Kurt Angle. Yeah, Kurt
Oh,
Angle.
my bad. Like, it was some guy, but he slapped the shit out of him, and I was like, damn. I was like, okay, okay. When he had the yellow tights on, I won't forget that. But in terms of Cena, it just like he was shoved in people's faces too much, and I was one of them. That I was like, I was done. Like a lot of times when he did a lot, like the Nexus thing, I knew about that. I know like a lot of people regret it. Even I think, if I'm not mistaken, Edge and Chris Jericho was mad about that. Like they say, he felt like the Nexus
Right.
should have went over. But then it's like he kept getting pushed on the throat. I'll never forget this because I started a chant when they were in Brooklyn, was in Brooklyn, like where it was Roman and John Cena in the ring, and I started to "You both suck" chants,
Oh yeah,
and it took off. So like when you hear the
I
"You both
remember
suck,"
that. I
"You
remember
both
that.
suck," that was because I don't care. That was because of me because I yelled that out loud and it started going on. Like I remember I didn't care.
You probably created that. You probably don't even realize you might have created that because
I
that was like literally the first time I even ever heard that chant. I
Yep.
was like, you both.
Yo, New York was live, bro. Yo, we I think that's like the Miz came out and did that promo about people getting pushes, and we cheered for him. I was there for that show, and like I said, I remember that because I remember when Roman fumbled with the promo, and Cena caught. That's one thing I hate about Cena too, because he kept like getting on you if you fuck up a promo, he'll pick on that and use that to get himself over,
But
and I'm just
but
like,
I think is to me it always felt like okay, you supposed to be the guy. Look, I had to do it. I had to learn from him. So yeah, you got to learn. So you should be able to learn from him. And I will give Roman that he did get. I felt like you like go ahead. I guess I'm gonna say after that. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. I was gonna say, like you mentioned Roman. Like I didn't like Roman neither, because Roman got the same treatment as Cena. But the major difference between Cena and Roman is Roman went heel, and when he went heel, won him over because he was hated. He was so hated and
that that
disliked.
that was that was the thing. Like I feel like that that's like kind of who he really is.
Yeah.
Like I felt like when he was a babyface, like I was like, this ain't who this guy really is.
No.
He's like because the whole sucker and succotash. I was like, bro, he don't even like he would wanted to say that.
That's not even the worst
But
promo. It's not even the worst promo. The worst promo he
right,
did, I'll never forget it, is when you come up the mountain and then you get to the top of the mountain, you look up and there's an avalanche coming down towards you. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
that's why I
Yo,
said, bro, when he became like was it the what he called himself the needle mover? Was it Beast God Moak? I was
let's
like,
go.
yo, this is like, and don't get me wrong, it was people still like, cause it's just people just don't like the guy. So it was people still hating this guy. I still remember with John Cena, you said you come out here talking about hustle, loyalty, respect. It's like missionary over. It's
You
the same
know,
thing. It's just like missionary over and over, bro. That got such a loud
yeah,
pop. I was like,
yes,
he ain't lying though.
yes. But here's the thing: he turned heel. Oh, hey, King Kirk, I was just talking about you. Like he came in, like he turned heel, got people to hate him, and then people start to love you. That's what happens when you turn
Yeah,
heel and you heel. it happened because now he's gone. He's not there anymore. I know right now he's on.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Like you watch SmackDown, the whole thing with Solo, bro. Never in a million years would I ever thought I hear the fans say we
we
want
want
Roman,
Roman.
and
Yeah,
nobody saying no we don't.
no,
Everybody saying like
we want.
nobody saying no we don't. I'm like yo,
Yeah, he's over.
but it's the whole thing of how can I miss you if you don't leave? And the whole thing, I have to hate you before I can love you. That too. So that's all it really took.
Yep. Because is the crazy about it? If that happened, if Cena did the same thing, turned heel at the right time, it would have it would have worked out for him. It would have been better because he turned heel. He would have had a major. He already had the major heat. You're a face, and you got heel heat. Like you got worse heel heat. Like I think Dominic, he has like fucking go away heat. John Cena had
No,
go away heat.
That's the interesting thing you mentioned with Dominic because it's like I don't even feel like he got go away heat
No, he
because
doesn't. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you can like I noticed like I said, why do they turn? It's like someone pointed out, like why do they turn up the crowd when he starts talking? I was like, they're turning up the crowd. I was like, I just thought they didn't want the guy to talk. It's like no, they literally turn the crowd up when he starts talking. I was like, because they don't do that with anybody else. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I guess so. Like but he's embraced it and he's come a long way
Oh,
to
he's killing it.
being his
Yeah.
own. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's killing it right now. I'm liking it. You know,
But I was
but the
gonna
whole
say, sorry, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I wanna respect the real. She's a nice looking woman, but I would not. You're not licking my face. I'm sorry.
Listen. Rhea's mommy, all right? Yeah, right.
I get that, but I'm like you're not licking my
I wasn't even going to that promo yet. Like that happened on Monday because we're gonna get to that in a second. We're gonna go back a little bit. But
face.
Cena had hot heat. Like I'll never forget the ECW on pay per view. That crowd, if they could have jumped over the barricade and got their hands on Cena, they would have fucked him up
They
big
wouldn't have
time.
did nothing 'cause he went in the crowd and fought with RVD. They didn't do nothing.
Oh, then
To me,
okay,
all it is just like Cena was in a hostile environment.
yeah,
It's just like what was it this year? If so and so don't win, we ride. Drew McIntyre.
yeah,
CM Punk cost him the title. Fans taking pills with him. It's like it's just on wax. Like it's not that serious, but I do get it. Like to me, like that's why I respected Cena. Cause like he was in he was in these hostile environment with people booing him. Even in his hometown, he's getting booed, and they're cheering Edge, the guy who beat up this guy's father. They're cheering
damn.
Randy Orton, the guy who kicks his father in the head, and it's just like I was like, he let them do all, he let them do all that. He's like, I'm gonna let you do this. I'm still winning. It's just how it came down to. Cause yeah, like a lot of people don't know this. Like he wasn't even supposed to be the guy.
No,
It was supposed to be Randy. It was supposed to
yes,
be Brock Lesnar. It wasn't supposed to be Cena and Batista, but the fans took to them, and that's why they
yeah.
end up saying like, because I did like Batista. Even when he turned heel, I was like, bro,
And
yo, this is the best Batista ever, bro. What
but
was it?
see, it's just
He used to
sorry.
say, I'm
Huh?
sorry to interrupt you, but he like said, like, I hold basketballs don't hold grudges, but I do. I was like, yo, this guy, give this guy the mic every night.
But no,
I thought that was so funny.
yeah. But here's the thing. That's what you have to go heel to get over. Like
Mm,
Cena, they love Cena, but when he was heel, and then like you said, it caused him to go face because they loved him, but he just
yeah,
couldn't take on what's going on. Like a lot of people, like I know off the bat right now, I'll give it about a couple of weeks. I can see Damian Priest going face. I can see Rhea
oh,
Ripley
I
going
think he
face.
already is.
They no,
I
like
think
I,
he.
I mean, like a full like we didn't get
Oh,
the full turn. We know it's happening. That was a few weeks. Like SummerSlam, they're gonna go face. Like that story between Damian Priest and Gunther. Damian Priest is the face. Like Gunther is the
yeah.
straight up heel. Like
Gunther, man, like, bro, y'all. He's like, y'all are gutter. He's like, y'all are
street trash.
low street trash.
Yeah,
All this, like,
no,
I'm like, yo, Gunther strives in that. Like, he loves doing stuff like that.
Gunther would be a great champion. I'm
Hmm
not because
I
he was a
hope
great
he wins.
intercontinental.
I hope he wins
I don't want him
personally.
to win. I kind of want Damian Priest to hold the belt a little bit longer. a little bit longer, in my opinion. But because the
Yeah.
thing about it is, I even love what Damian Priest did. He Justin came out there on Monday night, talked his shit, and then Damian Priest came out with the mic, and I'm like in my head, I'm not mistaken. I think Damian Priest is from New York, right?
I don't know.
I think he is. But like he pulled the most New York thing I've ever seen. He came out like people about to say something, dropped the mic and started beating his ass. That's what I want to see. Because I'm like, you call me street trash not once, but twice. You call me street trash. So I'm like, oh, just give me the belt because you don't deserve the belt. Yeah, I'm whooping your ass. Like, come on, you can't talk to my face like that. That feud looks good.
Yeah,
People are mad about that.
he's from
Oh
New York.
yeah, he's like, oh no, fuck that. Just like knock the decked him in the face. That's how you're supposed to do it. So it's only a matter of time before they do the full. Like, they have to get betrayed by somebody. So I have a feeling that Dom.
I think it's Finn. I think it's Finn.
No, I think it's
Because
both.
the whole thing. No, the reason I say it's Finn because the whole thing with Liv, he's kind of been behind a lot of that stuff.
True. Now I think it's really going to. I think. I see the thing. My gut says it's going to be both. It's going to be Finn and
Yeah,
Dom to kick out
yeah,
the
I can see it.
because it's going to be both of them. Because Rhea's face, she's over. She's fucking way over to the point where Liv Morgan is definitely the hill. By the way, I'm sorry, I gotta hold off. I want to talk about that so bad, but like she's the heel of the situation. Like there's no you can tell who's the face and who's the heel in the situation of these stories. I don't know what's going on with the tag team division in terms of that because even WWE is kind of like again
Yeah,
doing something bad with the tag team.
they put it back in limbo because I was like I thought we were getting the belts away from these guys. You put them right back on them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know.
Even the way they got the belts back was kind of like fuck off. Like why?
It's
But
like I mean they
hmm,
put the SmackDown belts on DIY, and I'm still like, what do they do after this?
they got destroyed by Jacob, so it's like it's like
That's what
okay.
I'm saying. Like they got you literally got Jacob Fatu up in there like just wrecking people right now. And you speak of like people like turning on people. I think they're gonna turn on Cody because he's talking about something he don't never want to go heel. I'm looking like,
You better go heel,
okay,
buddy.
man.
Your best
I
work was
said
when you turn heel.
because he I guess like he was like that in AEW too, where they was booing him like they were booing him and everything.
You have to
So
go when you're not over with the crowd anymore. It's a good choice to do. You turn heel. Like perfect example. Remember, I think we was in New York at that same time too, when Becky tried to turn full heel and she came to the crowd. Now, yeah, because I was in it for that show. Like I'm not saying like I'm in it for all the good shows, but I'll never forget it. She came out there and tried to cut a promo about how the crowd was not behind her, and we called bullshit on that, and that's what led like to future weeks later to become the man. Because everywhere she went with that after that, everybody was like, "No, no, you still over. Stop it. You can't go hill yet." So she had this badass persona, which kind of went dry very quickly. But the whole man gimmick, because we was like, Street Fighter was like, no, no, we called out on the bullshit with that one. So if you like, you're still over with the crowd. The crowd's gonna be with you. What you said about Cody is true. Eventually Cody's gonna Cody has that like a lot of people say he has that presidential vibe like that political
yeah, he like
candidate.
yeah. He's gonna lobby for him to
Yeah.
get another title shot.
Yeah. But the story thing was actually really good. It drew a lot of people in. Like I said it to myself, like if Cody does not win this championship, I was done with wrestling again. Because they built it up so much. Like the night one, you had me watching 2 nights of wrestling, WrestleMania,
I'm,
right?
I'm, I'm gonna tell you this: when that second Royal Rumble came up,
Yeah.
and I kept hearing Michael Cole say, "Stone Cold is the only wrestler to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles." I
Yeah.
just thought to myself, I guess Cody's winning the Royal Rumble. So, and
Yeah.
then the whole thing with Rock, but like Rock, the thing was like they always did want to do Roman versus Rock,
Yeah.
but the fans wanted, Cody versus Roman. Now you
Yeah.
got, Rock trying to act like, oh, that was always gonna be the plan. I'm gonna call BS,
No,
It's like I know that,
that was an audible.
yeah. But I was glad that Rock wasn't trying to play politics. He
No.
just, he just leaned into being a heel. So like that was cool.
And I'm not gonna lie, as much as I'm not a big fan of The Rock, that was some of the most entertaining nights of the thing. He
Right,
told you to do when he goes to Mama Rose, he's gonna give her the belt with the blood on it for Cody. I'm like,
right,
and then the amount of cursing that he did on live TV.
right.
He-
That's what I was like. I said you can tell like who's the stars here and who's not
yeah,
because he got to do a lot of stuff that they can't do because they can't like bleed like that
yeah.
still.
Like I'm The Rock. I don't fuck around. You better not call it.
Right,
Like what the fuck? Like, but the here's the thing. Going back to the actual match, night one, when Cody lost, that dread, like that feeling, like oh my god, this is gonna be a clusterfuck for night two. Like
right.
we knew like Cody was gonna get help. Like he didn't win that clean, but because Roman wouldn't have won that clean. Like Roman would
Well,
have
it's
found some way to win.
he's remembering his father because his father was like the king of the dusty finish, literally
Yeah,
named after.
yeah.
So that's just even his AEW match, it used to be booked to heck. And that's kind of what I do hate. Like I said, man, why does it have to be this? But because sometimes it just wasn't needed. Like even when Undertaker showed up, I was like, I guess Stone Cold could not be bothered to make this stupid run.
Just imagine if Stone Cold would have came out and caught Rock with a stunner. That would have been
Yeah, that
priceless.
was. But him getting that choke slam was cool too. So
It
I
was cool, but my only takeaway from that is I wish Undertaker would have wore the outfit. It's like he just
no,
came out of he
no,
just got
because
off the bike.
no, yeah, he's American Badass Undertaker from now on, which I love because what was it what was it called, Big Evil? That was like that's my favorite Undertaker, bro.
American Badass.
Yeah, I love that man. I ain't talking about like keep rolling Undertaker. I'm talking about short hair,
Yeah,
you know,
the heel
uh
version.
ill one, not the you done it
Yeah,
now one, not
yeah,
the you done it now one, but the other one, yeah,
yeah. You
that
think you
was
better than
great.
me, Ric Flair? I was
Yeah,
like, you think you
like
better than me?
him dragging under
JR.
Hulk
Oh
Hogan, him dragging Hulk Hogan on his bike. I was like, yo, this is
no,
amazing.
when he made JR kiss Vince McMahon ass, like he's like, you think you better than me, Jake? JR? What? Like
You know,
you gonna sit there and kiss his ass?
I'm gonna tell you what made it so crazy. Like for me, I had to actually go back and watch a lot of this stuff to even come to that conclusion that that's my favorite version of Undertaker. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, after what was it? After the end of the invasion, I
Hmm.
just stopped watching. I stopped watching. I was like, man, it's like there's nothing. It's like literally nothing else they can do. Even when the
Yeah,
NWO came, I wasn't watching. I didn't. I think I didn't watch. I didn't start back watching until like I heard Stone Cold got fired, like where he left or
oh
quit in
yeah,
real life.
yeah, because he didn't want to
That's when
fight
I
Brock. Yeah,
yeah, I would mainly like watching SmackDown for that month for the most part because like I just thought Raw was just kind of meh.
yeah,
And then
that's
like
valid.
I think after like WrestleMania 20, that's kind of when I just stopped watching Raw a lot because it just kind of felt boring and like I l- I ain't gonna lie, I love JBL. Like I get he's a bully, but like bruh, this man stiff lariat,
So,
that's my guy.
the greatest moment of JBL's life is when Steven Richards banged the shit out of him with that blue chair. All right, when he fucked up the Blue Meanie in that battle royale and made him
Yeah.
look bloody, and then when they had a chance to get their revenge, he gave him a concussion with that blue chair. That is one of the funniest moments in my life
Yeah.
because JBL deserved it. He really
No,
did.
yeah, like JBL, he can be a bully. Like I'm not, I can understand why people don't like, the human being, but like
Yeah,
the wrestler, bro, ain't
yeah.
nobody throwing no lariat like him, bro.
Oh, his clothesline from
Not in
hell was disgusting.
I'm gonna give it to Gunther. Like his lariat is pretty nice too.
Yeah.
But like that man's lariat, man, I was like,
He tried to take your head off. Like that clothesline from hell was
mm,
just like, woof. But the thing about it is, it goes back to like somebody mentioned this before. Like I think I was watching a podcast. I think it was Undertaker podcast, and he mentioned about how a lot of wrestlers now don't have that look. Like you look at the modern day
they don't.
wrestlers compared to the like you look at the old wrestlers from the '90s. Like some of them are like I'll never hit this like think it's Haku. I'm saying his ring name. I apologize. I heard stories like he's the nicest person in the world you ever met, like nicest person you ever met. But if you cross him the wrong way, he's gonna fuck you up.
The thing is, like, no, everybody has the same story about him. Ric
Yeah,
Flair, everybody talks about, like, this guy will mess you up.
yeah.
Like, but he's like, you'll never know because he's so chill and like he's so cool. Like, I can see that.
It's always the quiet
That's
ones.
yeah, because it's the same thing with like Walter. He look like he probably like he looked like someone that would be mean, but he's like he probably like a really nice person in real life.
Yeah. A lot of times, a lot of the greatest heels are like the most sweet person you ever met, like in real life.
That's Triple H, but yeah,
Like, because New Jack was no, New Jack was a crazy bastard. like,
yeah, New Jack was
like,
just crazy guy. I've seen him like legit take his liberties on people. Like,
yeah,
I know how he get down. So it is what it is.
no, that dude, he threw up top. He said, I'm trying to murder you tonight." Like, he threw up top of the thing. If it wasn't for the ring post and the rope, he would have been dead.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, granted, I understand why he did it because the guy got scared and fucked up and broke his skull. But it's like,
right.
God damn, bro. But like you said, there's a lot of wrestlers back in the day. Like you look at Undertaker. Undertaker had that look. Like he will fuck you up. Like he
But
has that look. But
But I think I don't think he's going by like how they look. Look, I think he meant like their build. Like these guys
yeah,
don't. He's saying like I was like, man, well the look of a wrestler has changed now. Like wrestlers
yeah,
nowadays they don't even wear wrestling boots. They wear like tennis shoes and Jordans and stuff like that. They they wear like they wear like boxer shorts and stuff like that. And it's cool because it's like okay, you know, I'm gonna do my own. It's like the whole, Miami Rice thing. I'm gonna do my own thing, which I kind of respect. Like you still have wrestlers that kind of want to look like wrestlers, and that's fine. But it's like a lot of wrestlers now, you know, they don't wear a lot of the same
no,
stuff. And to be honest, like the wrestling gear has changed over the years because you had people that would just wear like normal black speedos and whatnot with knee
yeah,
pads and like that. Oh,
yeah.
that's my gear. Like nowadays, everybody wants to look, have their own style, which is fine. Like
But okay, like the own style. Yeah, that's true. Because like I said, if I was a wrestler, I don't know what style I would use as a wrestler. My wrestling, I'm
I
not
ain't
wearing
gonna lie,
tights.
I'm wearing basketball shorts, knee pads, and boxing shoes. That's what I'm wearing.
Hell, I mean, honestly
That's
speaking,
what I'm
yeah,
wearing.
like that's not a bad mix. But
Cause,
it's
'cause
it's
I'll be honest, it's one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of him.
Okay. So
Go
like
ahead.
yeah, no, so yeah, it's about the look. Like there's a lot of wrestlers like, and so I'm talking about the look because you can look at a wrestler, in as much as like some of them are huge and big, like I said, you made them be nice in real life. But if you look at wrestling, like if you jump that barricade and you try to go in there and try to think you can attack them, like a lot of times you're getting your ass whooped. Like one of the greatest ass whoopings I've ever seen somebody receive and legit shoot ass whoopings they got was that guy who tackled Bret Hart. The guy who tackled Bret Hart during the Hall of Fame speech. They beat the horse shit out of him. And I think as I was
Yeah, I
mentioning the story
remember that
before,
day.
and I could have been at that show. That's the crazy part. I chose the New Japan show because like me and my friends was like, "You want to go to New Japan show? Or you want to go to?" So I was one of the people that voted for the New Japan show, so we went. Greatest night, and I'll never forget the night because I was like, my job tried to call me and come into work. I'm saying I'll be there when I be there. Like I think I got to work about 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't care. Like I just was like, you call me, ask me to do overnight. Yeah, I'll get there when I get there. Like the hell out of here. But I'll never forget. Then he found out that this guy attacked Bret Hart. He tackled him, and they fucked him up. And then that's the day I actually started to love FDR, the revival. Because I never forget one of them. Just as
I
they
ain't
were
know it's real hard. I
no,
ain't know
no,
it's real
no, 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 no. They love her. So you can see them as they dragging the guy out and just fix him in the face. Yo, they beat the shit out. Like you seen his picture, his mugshot. Holy shit! That was the perfect
I
example
don't,
of the yeah.
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
so that's the perfect example of the Simpsons scene where it's like, "Oh, he gonna get all the help he deserves, all the help he needs." And they took him in the back.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they probably beat the horse shit out more.
Other thing I hate it when people like, oh that probably was Enzo Amore, and then Enzo Amore is literally on a Ring of Honor show, doing a run in. But like people, a lot of people thought like that was like fake, like they rushed the show. I said, do you realize that those wrestlers would have killed them? I can't say that, unalive them if they would have actually tried to invade their show. This is a New Japan Ring of Honor show.
I was there for that. I saw that fight. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because they were there for a while. I think it was going against the brothers.
GOD, yeah, GOD.
Yeah, it was the two
There's a
the
Briscoes. There's
Briscoes
a Briscoes
because they fought the Briscoes.
and there's a Briscoes. I think Evil and Sonata and God.
Yes, because they after the match they fought the
I
Briscoes.
remember freaking Tama Tonga got so mad he threw the Ring of Honor belt across the room,
Yep.
and that's the reason why they didn't get it. Was one of the reasons that didn't really work out because they didn't want to work with those guys because Bully brought those guys in. Okay, now this would be the look I'd be trying to get right here. These sort of basketball shorts I put in
All right.
the call. That
Hold on. That's valid.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna open the browser. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. All right. We're gonna see Baka's. We'll see Baka's outfit if he goes to wrestling.
That'd be my wrestling gear, bro.
Nope.
It'd be like black. It'd be black and red, not black and yellow though. And it wouldn't be like little black wrestling shoes. It'd be like boxing shoes.
Man, that's not a bad fit. That's not a bad outfit. It's legit.
Cause I have to get. I just have to get in that chest. Get that chest going. Have to get that chest back lean.
I hear you. Don't, like because you create a character all the time. Like I always put like a character where like you come up with a nice idea. Like I know I have pants because I don't I have the pant, the jeans, and everything like that. I have the badass. Like I always like when I make a character, especially now the new 2Ks. I'll make a face version of him and I'll make a heel version of him. Like the heel version is more darker, more brood, everything like that. And then the face version is more lighter. Like he's got like longer hair. The evil one's like cut his hair. He's mad.
It's like anime, man.
Yeah.
It's just like anime. It's like the good guys are like you know all happy and loud. The evil villains kind of like
Dark and
brooding.
broody.
Yeah.
What next time that kind of thank you for saying that because you know what I'm gonna do the next time I'm gonna do the opposite when they're face I'm gonna make them more bright like and then when they're healed they're darkish
All right.
dark intro and everything but they're the face of the company but
That has been a thing because what was it? And I don't want to jump into anime because we're talking about wrestling, but it's like what was it? My Hero Academia, right?
yeah
Like all the earlier openings, they're all like lighthearted. But it's ironic that all of my favorite openings have been the recent ones because they're more darker. It's rain. It's kind of grittier looking, and I'm
yeah
like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, yeah, it
S-
makes sense.
see here's the thing here's the funny part I haven't seen the last season of My Hero Academia which I need to see I know they come out with a movie
I know the manga's going to wrap up in about I think
hmm
one or two more chapters. So yeah,
yeah side note Fire Force is coming out the anime is the last season is coming out soon
are they gonna okay?
so I'm happy about
So
that because
they're gonna have to do a lot of. Gonna have to speed it up if they talking about the last season because they left off on like I think literally the first half of the anime.
yeah. Because the anime, I was like, holy shit, this is really good. Because I started watching it years ago, and then I put it down, and then one day I was just bored. I said, I'm going to continue watching this, and I fell in love with it, especially the fact that I knew it was connected with Soul Eater. Like now I know why it's definitely connected to Soul Eater, but I was like, holy shit, this is good. And then okay, so yeah, we can see anime talk another time, but I don't mind talking about anime. I love my anime, but I need to get back into it. But going back to wrestling, so I before we end this the podcast has been so well, and I can't believe it's almost been 2 hours. Damn, this time's been going. But going back to the Rhea Ripley and the Liv Morgan little event that happened on Monday Night Raw, I feel flashes of the Attitude Era coming back, and I'm happy about that because Liv Morgan showed us a beautiful view of I forgot the name of the shorts that she had on the
Talking about
Daisy
those
Dukes
oh yeah, I was gonna call them the biker shorts and
the
booty
bike.
shorts.
No, those are the Daisy Dukes. No, I'm a Dukes of Hazzard fan. Those are them real, yeah. And then she was like, gorgeous men like women like me. I'm like gorgeous women like me, and I'm just he turned over. I was like, you know what? Yes, sir.
Let Chris hear that. He was not.
Ew, ew,
Yeah.
gross. Shout out to Christopher Harris. He's gonna
I'll
now
let
that we mentioned he's gonna pop up.
he's like, hey,
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, man, that was a beautiful view. For those that don't know, I mean, we can play a clip, but I don't know how WWE is gonna feel about me doing that. You know what?
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
such a small dot in the thing. I don't mind.
don't be the man one they try to go after.
They ain't gonna punch. I'm untouchable. So I'm lying. In the
If you want to do it, you can do it. I
I'm
mean,
gonna do it. Like hell yeah, I'm gonna do it.
don't,
Oh shit.
don't be on Spotify too, maybe. I don't know.
No. So where I'll show a clip. I won't show the whole thing. Show a small clip of what happened.
But not like not like she's what is it, indecent or anything. So you,
No. It's like it's not inappropriate. Yeah, she showed it on live TV, so it's not like. But half the things that she did, yo, bro, if it was me, if it was me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it kosher. If it was me, it would have been a great night. It would have been a wonderful night. Hold on, I think I got the there he is. There it is. It would have been a wonderful, glorious, fantastic, amazing night for me. So we're gonna go to this clip right here. So as they cut to give you some concept of what's going on, for the past couple of weeks now, Liv has been harassed. Well, she wants to get her revenge tour on Rhea Ripley for I don't know if she injured her, but either way, vice versa. The first time she came back and attacked her, she accidentally injured Rhea Ripley, which she had to forfeit the belt. Long story short, Liv got the belt back, and then the next thing she wanted to do was get her man, get Dirty Dom, where she kept calling him Daddy Dom, which if any woman calls me that, I'm gonna be a happy brother. But it's been a back and forth. But God, I just remembered it. Damian Priest has been trying to warn him, like, listen, you got to fix your shit, but not realizing that Finn Balor in the background is kind of plotting. Hopefully, we get the Demon back one day. But long story short, Rhea Ripley came back
I
last.
think we're gonna get him back. I think we're gonna get him back sooner than that. Because
I hope.
if you ever paid attention to the treehouse, there's like there's been like a little demon Easter egg in the playhouse. Yeah,
Oh, I hope so, because we haven't seen him in like what, almost like 2 years now. It's been a while.
yeah. Ever since he magically fell off of the turnbuckle and
Oh,
lost to Roman.
oh damn. But so this happened Monday nights. Going back to the thing, so Rhea has come back, and she's been on. I think this is the second week she came back. She's been on a thing calling out. No, third week. Sorry, she came out last week, and she got the promo. She's been mad at Dom, and this week she called her out again after they claimed their match. So then they went back and forth with Damian Priest trying to prove himself. Not Damian Priest, sorry, Dominique trying to prove himself. And Liv comes out, but she comes out in the crowd, which if I was next to her, I would be like, "Can I get it? Can I get your number?" No, I'm not. I would have been nervous as shit. I would probably be, "Holy shit, she's right next to me!" But we're gonna I'll put this in theater mode because we're gonna see this. But we're gonna play a clip of which to me blew the internet up. But here we go.
Is it rating?
No.
What are the views looking like?
Gorgeous
'Cause
men
Yeah.
like
I'll make sure
Dominic
of that.
go
What
for
are the views
girls that look like me.
God damn,
They getting up there.
they're getting up there. They're about to go to Netflix soon.
Yeah.
So yes, God damn. So you want to know how much I appreciate her doing that? On my Fitbit, you can actually.
Just say you got a type, bro. Just say you got a type.
Oh no. I do have a type, but no. It's okay. No. I on my Fitbit. If you can see it, you can see the shape. But on the Fitbit, I put the picture of her on my watch.
Y'all crazy. Yeah, good. I see. I see. I see.
But so I get a little bit of.
She is a nice looking woman. We gotta get into you.
No, she's a very attractive woman.
I respectfully, she don't do nothing for me, man.
I
She
mean,
don't
each
do.
each your own.
Yeah, I see it.
Each your own. Like I said, I'm not trying to force anybody to fall in love with like I said, I do have like but she doesn't take over Zelina Vega though. But that's another topic for another time. If you're talking about the women in WWE, I mean and just women in wrestling in general. But that's a whole podcast within itself, to keep it honest. Now
You know.
if we talk about how they wrestle, then we be here all night. because like
Yeah, we be here all night.
yo, and like
I'm gonna talk about all the good female wrestlers. What you know about Kira Hokuto? Huh?
see
You know
that's
about
the
her Kira Hokuto?
See, that's the thing.
Oh,
You would hit me with the good shit, and I'll be told me all the bad. And because I watched, because the funny thing about it is, I watched the a video of all the bad women promos that they did, and most of them
I
are
was talking about wrestling. I
cringe.
wasn't talking about
I
the
know,
promo. I wasn't
I know,
talking about the promo, but I'd be
I
like,
know.
man, Jacqueline, that was another good wrestler from back in the day.
Yes, yeah, a lot of women wrestlers was actually pretty good. But no, no. Oh wait. They were a diamond in a rut. Because a lot of them were just there to just be there. Because be honest with you, Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson was not wrestlers. They were
Yeah,
models.
yeah, they weren't wrestlers.
Cause in
I felt
some
like if they would have gotten time, they
yeah,
probably could have got better. But yeah, like I'm looking at Stacey Keebler, I'm looking, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that woman, yeah, that one of my crushes right there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Her and Ivory. I was like, I saw her at that what was it? No, remember seeing her Ivory at her
Hall of
Hall of
Fame.
Fame induction.
Yeah,
Like she be taking her and she likes to take care of dogs. I'm like, oh yeah, she wholesome too. Then what was it? Stacey Keebler at the Hall of Fame.
bad.
Yeah, that one Roman Reigns man, something like that. It was just kind of like that, like look good, like someone look good, like acknowledge that, like as long as you ain't ogling up over, it, like
Yeah,
was it the Dolph Ziggler thing? It should have been me,
it
because
should
I
have
know
been
it's a lot
me.
of people when Rhea licked Dom, I was like, mm.
Listen,
That's the only thing I said. I was like, yeah, you
listen.
couldn't, nah, you're not doing that to me.
No lie, I don't like that either. I wouldn't like that either. Like the kiss on the cheek, I'm fine. I'm happy with it. She kissed him on the cheek after, but don't lick me. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah,
popsicle.
that's why I was like, I said, the kiss is fine, like with the leg.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not. But the thing about it, she treats her. She treats him like she's his
Yeah,
property. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Oh,
the
sorry.
thing, because that's
That's her
like,
property. Sorry.
no, yeah, that's the thing, like that's supposed to be like how it is, because he's like, she's mommy,
Yeah.
I still remember what Rhea said. I'm gonna take everything from mommy. That's what I remember Rhea saying.
Hmm.
I mean, not Rhea, Liv saying to Rhea.
Yeah. But here's the thing. And never forget this too. During one somebody else's promo, we did see them leave the room together. And then also, and I think that I put it that when one of her pictures, she had one of his bandanas in her pants pants pocket. So if that's good storytelling, they're gonna put ways into it. But before we go, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, like important matches only for SummerSlam. What's your prediction? Who you think's gonna win? Who you think's gonna take some home?
Oh,
I
yes,
would say okay,
big matches.
big matches. I would say only big matches. Make it easy.
I
Like the
I think Naira might win. I think Naira might win the women's belt.
please no.
I feel like Liv's gonna keep the belt. I feel like Cody's gonna keep it. Obviously, maybe Roman returns or something like that, and or or Hikuleo debuts or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Gunther wins. It's just my personal bias talking right there. What else? What other belts? Like other big matches? I guess CM Punk probably wins. I guess that'd
Okay.
be about it. So,
Okay, so I don't think Punk's winning this one because
hmm.
because the reason why I feel that way is because Drew won the Money in the Bank, granted, but it's just been since he's been a thorn in his. But then again, I think with Drew, if he loses, he's gonna go batshit and crazy, gonna beat shit out of everybody, and kayfabe wise, I'm talking. But like, I don't know. I think Rollins is gonna fuck over CM Punk as much as times as Punk fucked over them. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Drew's going to win that one. Even though people want Punk to CM Punk to win, I think Drew's going to win that one out of some fuckery.
Like a lot of people talking about that match, and a lot of people were like, "What is it?" They like a lot of people were going back to that, like that Undertaker Bret Hart match
Yeah,
where Shawn Michaels was like special guest referee,
yeah,
and like Bret spitting Shawn's face, and he raised the chair trying to hit Bret,
yeah.
but he ends up hitting Undertaker. And bro, it was a nasty chair shot at that. But he moves the chair out the way, counts the pin. Shawn wins. That's how I see it. Cause like he might hate he might have personal beef with
Oh, CM Punk, yeah.
but his Drew interfered in his match, so there's
Yeah.
still that feeling there. So it's like
Yeah.
they're trying to I feel like they're trying to still have a lot of story entwined with one another.
Yeah.
Because if we remember the beginning of the year, he was supposed to be wrestling.
Oh,
He was supposed to be wrestling Self, but
yeah.
he got hurt.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
both
just
did.
a lot. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
That WrestleMania match would have been fucking fire. No lie. If it would have been Seth versus CM Punk. It would have been
Right.
yeah, but I don't even think that would have been like it would have been the focus. But like even now, I kind of wish it was a triple threat, but I don't know how. Like he got medically cleared, but I don't know how good. Like I know like when the Royal Rumble match, he was winded. Like but then within the first 10, 20 minutes of that match, and he was out of it. So we don't like I don't know. We'll see. He looks in better shape than he did when he first came out. But I would love to have seen Seth versus CM Punk without Drew. Drew has been picking himself up. Like he's beyond Hill. Like he's Hill. We know that. But he like it's just like he blames everybody but himself. He don't take accountability for his losses. Like you fucked up. You went into Punk's face and you kept like rubbing his face like you won the belt. Haha, I got the moment over you, you little bitch. Like I got this. And then Punk was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna fuck you up. He got sneak. He did a cheap shot. He beat his ass, and then Damian Priest came and cashed in the belt. Which, by the way, perfect way to cash in the belt on him. It was just like because I know forget. I think to this day on my Facebook page, I have that moment. It says, don't let life slip you by, something like that. And it is like it's just the part where Damian Priest comes running out with the belt. I mean, with the money in the bank to cash it. But the fact that they, I don't think that Drew needed to hold the money in the bank either. It wouldn't have done nothing for him. He's already over. Like usually, whenever somebody has the money in the bank, it's somebody that's like up and coming, and that they're gonna push the belt towards them. Like usually, when somebody loses the belt, like Drew losing the chance for the money bank doesn't really hurt him. It's fine. He's over. It actually builds more to the feud. A lot of people got mad about the fact that the money bank got was like just pushed aside, but it's just the drawback with the it's just like with the women's side, it's good because the person who has that money in the bank, she's a future champion. Like, there's no way in hell they're gonna give her like she cashes it in and fucks up with the cash in. It's gonna be awesome. So who knows? She may cash in on Bailey on Nia. Nia gets hurt and then the roll up. Because like going back to my other choices, when you said with Nia and Gunther winning, I have a feeling that only one person that won the King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring is gonna win. I don't think both of them is gonna win. And I think if Damian Priest loses, I think it's gonna be some. If Damian Priest loses, it's gonna be some fuckery. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a clean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because technically he's
I
supposed
also
to have
think
lost the
like
belt. Yeah, with the stuff. Stuff would have won that belt because they fucked up
yeah.
that count.
I also think like as far as like I guess Belch, I guess like something that might happen. I feel like Randy Orton probably will be the next challenger for Cody. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Is he legitimately hurt though? I know like we didn't see him on
No,
SmackDown.
not legit.
Okay, good. Because I was like, oh, because I know. I mean, but then that means Orton would have to go heel again. And he's actually doing a good job being face.
Nah, Orton. He don't mind. Orton just there to put people over at this point.
This is true. Yeah, but I don't
So
like because okay, so going like one wrestler I cannot stand. Like not even I can stand. I'm about to just the Stone Cold Steve Austin promo. One thing I cannot stand. No, but Logan Paul, I can't like he's a good wrestler, but I just can't. He can go fuck away, please. Like every time, like I'm so happy Cody Rhodes beat the shit out of him. And like you kind of gave it away when he was like, oh, I'm not putting my belt up on the line. I was like, yep, Cody's winning. Like you knew that you know that was gonna be a Cody win. Because like, yeah, if he didn't put the belt on, there's no stakes. Because who cares? It's only one sided stakes. And they're not gonna drop the belt to no Logan Paul. Because the crowd would have hated him.
I
But
probably gonna put
huh?
the belt on LA Knight. I said they probably put that belt on LA Knight because the
He
fans
needs it.
like him, but they're not gonna put that guy. They're not gonna push him as no world champion though.
He ain't no fucking wrestler. Fuck Logan. There you go, Chad Sama. But yeah, I don't know. Like I it's just when it comes to I don't like Rhea. I don't see Rhea winning that night. I think she's gonna be like she's gonna turn face. She's gonna chase after Liv because Liv is gonna probably like I have a feeling that Liv is gonna be the replacement of the Judgment Day. I mean, they're gonna push out Damien and Rhea because they feel like they wasn't they Finn's gonna feel like anytime a major thing has been happening, it's always been the two of y'all that talks about stuff. Y'all never brought us in part of anything. It's the two of y'all to discuss it and what goes on, and then we're just the lackeys. I'm tired of that shit. I want to be the main. So he's gonna probably bring that, and Liv's gonna probably be the new one of the new people that's in the Judgment Day. That's my prediction. Dom is gonna probably like one of the people that's gonna. I don't know if Dom's gonna probably jump in there and join their side and try to do, or she's gonna stay with thing, and that's the way he turns face. But he can't really turn face right now until you reconcile with his father. So I think that's the only way that he's gonna turn face, and that's not happening anytime soon. But they're killing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't see Rhea Rippon winning that night. If she wins, it's kind of like
Me
no,
neither.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nia, I don't know. But Bailey hasn't really done anything with the
That,
championship, so
that's the reason why I feel like she would lose it. And
don't
not be
get
doing nothing.
don't get it wrong. That win was great in WrestleMania. It's just she hasn't done anything. It's just like don't get it wrong.
Nope.
The best meme of Bailey recent days is the Deadpool controller, and then right below it, we've been dealing with that for a long time, and it's Bailey in the red outfit. Yeah, we already seen the red controller, the Deadpool controller already from wrestling. Yeah. So she hasn't done anything with the belt. She looks great with her new intro, but after they did the story where she got away from Damage Control, which by the way, both parties have failed since they broke up. Damage Control and Bailey, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing. So yeah, and I have a feeling that if they do that, they pull the trigger with the Judgment Day thing. It it they may no, but then again, the Bloodline could have just did the same thing. They could have went, but everything's been working out because like the new tribal chief, he's actually killing it. Like he's the heel. Like he has that aura. Like listen, like, he had the aura from before when Roman was there. Like he's like, okay, Roman's not there anymore. I'm taking charge. This is my time now. And then the
It's just
more and
like
more,
it kind of reminds me of like David Finley, right? He's Sid
yeah.
Finley's son. Like he's like the leader of the Bullet Club now. But
Ooh,
His Bullet Club. A lot of people don't like him as the leader because they just think he's lying. But I'm like said the same thing about Jay White. But like what I like about his Bullet Club is like his Bullet Club is full of like young, hungry rookie,
yeah,
wrestlers trying to prove themselves. That's how I kind of see like with Solo's bloodline. Like they're just
yeah.
like they're, you know,
It's a new
you
breed. Yeah.
yeah,
It's no, it's a new breed, but it's a good new breed. And now it's like, it's new generation, new thing, and you get to see more of the family. Like people, like I was like, anybody came in, I was like, holy shit! Like who's this new guy? Like Jacob too. Like I can see him with the Intercontinental Championship soon. Like he's like a ball of fire. Every match he's been in, he's been a ball of fire. He's been pushed strong. And then I have a feeling that the tag team, the tag team's gonna go to them. They're gonna try to dominate every belt. So either they're gonna end up with the tag team championship and then the Universal Championship, which I'd be great. I want to see Logan get his ass whooped by the Bloodline. That'd be great. But just like what has Logan Paul done with the belt? Honestly, let's just be real. What has he done with the belt since he got it? He done a few matches. He got his Prime Energy drink out there. What has he done?
that's a mainstream name. Just that's all.
Yeah, that's it. He's a mainstream name.
Mhm.
He can wrestle.
Yeah, that too. That's also a plus. He can wrestle.
He can wrestle. He did a spot where he slapped body. He did a body five with Ricochet. Like
Right.
cool. It's sad that Ricochet is only famous because his girlfriend is like hot as shit. But he deserved to have been a champion some form somehow.
Can't cut a promo.
You can't cut. Oh Jesus Christ, he can't. No. Also, I lost interest in him when I found out he liked to put his fingers up his ass. But
I don't care about that. That's it.
I was like, oh, okay, you're good, right? No, see, a lot of times I hate social media, and I hate like people because there's always a video out there, or always information that made me go, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And your private life's your private life. Whatever you and your woman does, that's between your two of y'all. Like that's your private business. I don't need to know because you don't need to know my business. But yeah, But before we, I mean, let's bring things down. We get ready. So, we had a good conversation. Like I said, 2 hours and 15 minutes already in this conversation about wrestling. I haven't. We kind of like took a detour to anime, which was still good.
It wasn't that long.
Yeah, sure. If he can wrestle, then the acolytes is a what? Yo, listen. Don't you bring that show into my stream, please. The acolytes is a cancer to the entertainment. People that wrote that should burn in hell. The people who act in that, even though I love two of the actors in there, they should burn in hell for
You
what
know
they
about
did.
Farouk and Bradshaw?
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
The
that's
the acolytes, the TV
like
show, the
the
Star Wars
best
TV
in
show.
agency.
Listen,
Listen,
APA is one of the best tag teams of all time. All right, they're on my tag team. If I did a tag team Mount Rushmore, they're on there. Listen,
you think about
they
it, they're both like world champions.
yeah. Someone pulled a bad joke. It wasn't a funny joke. And when the gymnast, I forgot his name, Ron Simmons, when he passed away, like
Oh,
I forgot Simmons, I forgot the name, the one that did the exercise tapes back in the day.
the
He
what?
passed away. The
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 what?
the, the gymnast that did the exercise tape. Oh, come on, my brain. He was
Um,
well known. Russell's not Russell Simmons. What was that?
oh, Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons. Someone pulled a
No,
practical
not
joke.
Russell Simmons. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons.
Yes.
No,
Well,
not Gene Simmons. What's his
no.
name?
Hold on, Ronald.
I know who you're talking about. I just
Yeah.
forget his name.
So that guy, the guy that I'm mentioning, sorry, I mean, rest in peace. Like I said, no hostility towards him, anything like that. But someone put a picture of Farouk and said and put his name, said RIP, and I had me guess. I'm like, no, not him, because we had so many deaths going on back to back to back with celebrities. Because celebrities don't like death comes in three, so it's like you see one celebrity dies, and the next thing you know, it's the chick from. Sorry, I mean it's Shannon Dory. I think I'm starting to say her name right. From Charm, she passed away, and then is the other actor comedian. He passed away, and then Simmons passed away. I'm just like, what? The hell? But someone did a practical joke when they put his picture and said RSMP. I'm like, yo, no, don't. That's not funny. Like I was like, 'cause they had people like gas people's head, and like they had to look it up. Like, oh my god, this person he really died. And I wasn't gonna say damn, but he died. That's not a good way to do that. But I watched a few videos of him. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, so it's like damn, I was trying to thought. But yeah, like a lot of good wrestlers no, sorry, no, I was gonna say that. No. I thought he passed away. So I was like, oh no, that's like but it was a practical joke. And because he's iconic. Like his damn is perfect. Like
Yeah.
I watched one where I think I forgot what Jeff the Hardy Boys was looking at, and he came out and he's looking at, and he saw Matt Hardy's face. Matt is like, like, and then you just look at him, and he goes, damn. It's like his damn was over. Like I kind of wanted his shirt.
Remember the T-shirt? Remember the toy action figure that they had with him?
Yeah,
It was like it said so. It was like it was censored. It said something.
but yeah, APA was amazing. But yes, but I'm gonna say the name wrong. Hey, Yonda Queen, how are you doing? I hope everything is well. Good seeing you here.
Yeah,
She is
Yandere.
Yandere. See, I'm bad with names. I apologize. But she's a streamer that streams on Twitch. Check her out. She's really good. But yes, I wanted to so let me basically get this all together because I had a few days off because I thought it was bothering me, and I know tomorrow I have to go into work. I can't take another day off. Man, I would love to, but like I said, slowing things down here. I wanted first and foremost thank BakaSenpai for coming to the podcast and actually having a conversation, talk about wrestling, and it was actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna definitely do this again, and it can get one person to come up here and do this. But I'm thinking about. You was gonna say something?
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Oh,
I'm agreeing with you.
yeah, but yeah, it's good. It's great to have you on here. Like I said, I did say I wanted you to be my first guest on here, even though I believe Chaz was one of my first. We were testing out Slack. I think it was I don't know if it was the first podcast I did, but I wanted you to be the first guest to come in to be actually do a show with me on here, and I appreciate you coming and being a part of it, sacrificing your AEW watch to be here. I appreciate it. Um, but don't count it wrong. Like you may see him. Oh no, you're definitely gonna see him again. But I'm thinking about doing a channel points where if you want to come on this show and have a conversation with me, I was thinking about doing some channel points where if you earn, it's gonna probably be like 10,000 or something like that. Where because I don't want everybody popping up on my show now. Like nah. Like I want you to earn like if unless I invite you as a guest, I don't want you just popping up on here and being like, hey, and then like no, we don't need that because I know we have there's one person on here. Yeah, there's
Hey,
one
Rick.
person that yeah. There's one person I know that comes in here. He kind of pops up. He'll say a few things, and then he'll stay on, but then he won't say nothing. But I don't want to have that on there. Like I'm not no shade to anybody. Yeah, but I want to, like I said, I do want to have interaction with you guys. Like I said, when I do the podcast and I do things like this, I want to interact with you guys. This is the time to do it. Like the back and forth. Like I actually do enjoy that with you guys. I even on my own personal stream, I actually have fun. That's why me and Baka became cool friends because we go back and forth. Well, the thing about it is we did wrestling talk, so we talked about wrestling the entire time with a snippet, like a small corner of anime. But we talked about wrestling, talked about
I was just grinning. I said just a little small, little bit.
a small little bit, but mostly talk about wrestling. What I love for it, different takes of what's going on and everything like that. Full conversation about it. And it's just wrestling talk. But usually when I do the podcast here, it's about anything, whatever the mood hits us with. So we talk about. So tonight was wrestling. And our takes and everything like that. We show clips of wrestling moves and wrestling gears and a guy breaking his leg from jumping off the top of the cage. God bless you. God
Yeah,
bless you.
your market. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
get
market.
Phil. Yeah,
No, I was just saying. Yeah, your market. Just seriously though. Yeah, take.
yeah,
Yes, hope he gets better, man.
yeah. I hope he gets better, but that was a mark move right there. But you want to act like you're young. No, we the father time is always there, and you want to beat father time. No, father time is always going to be the champion. He holds the title. He's going to forever hold the title until whatever changes. But we guys, that's mostly the thing we talked about tonight. What I'm going to do, most likely, besides my blooper from the beginning, I think I'm gonna whenever I do upload this, I'm gonna upload this full, like no cuts or anything like that. Maybe a few cuts, because I think it's a few parts that I know that I stuff that I shouldn't shown, but I doubt it. But I'm gonna probably put the full thing up there because it don't need to be cut anything for this one really per se. But yes, for those that's new to the podcast here, I do this every Wednesday. I try to stay at a certain time. Today was a little different because I streamed earlier and I needed time to get something food in my system because I didn't really eat much. Matter of fact, I had strawberries and pineapples. That's it. And then I hardly drink my water. But I try to do this thing where you come in here, you want to chat with me, you chat on the chat, and we go back and forth. We feed off on any topic, anime, entertainment, wrestling. If it's something, I try to like branch out. If you want to know about the game conversations, check out tomorrow's podcast with One Up Level of Gaming. No, which has this channel, sorry, where we do Game Plaza, and I believe that's episode 29. So we are at episode 29. There's a few topics I want to talk about. Is one topic I keep avoiding, and it's something that has happened, and I know Baka is going to be, I know you're going to want to talk about it when we bring it up.
I don't. Sometimes I want to get in there, but sometimes like I just rather not because I'm like I don't want to make it a habit. Plus, it's like
I'm gonna
if
tell you this.
I'm
I'm saying this right now, not to cut you off. I'm telling you this right now. Anytime you want to pop up on the podcast, I don't think Chaz would say no to that because like I said,
I just don't want to make. No, it's just like personally, I just don't want to make it a habit because it's usually like the normal is you you three guys. So it's like But sometimes like I got to like the habit like guess I'm a part of the podcast now. That's how I be feeling like I can do it.
Chaz, you still there?
No, I know he don't mind. I'm
See?
just
Yeah, hell no, I don't mind. Yeah, exactly. No, dude, if you want to jump onto the podcast, especially okay, if you want to know, I do want to talk about the whole thing with LCG and the whole, the child support and the whole thing he owes. I want to talk about that tomorrow. That's one topic because the topic I was supposed to bring up. We put in the list to bring up, but we didn't mention it. But in fact,
I'm hoping that Evo is on there because I know Shadow Fox would probably have something about that.
we're gonna talk about Evo tomorrow. Come on,
Yeah.
that's definitely a topic because a
Yeah,
lot of
cause
things
I
happen up.
yeah, cause I was kind of paying attention to like a lot of like stuff there, like outside of like the main stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, like I said, check out the the podcast. I will put the link on my channel. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Chaz is one of the people that's on that whenever he's streaming, it will show up on my chat as a like a one of the people that you'll see the you'll see the video on my page. But definitely come check out the Game Plaza if you're new to this channel. We talk about games. We have different topics. Sometimes they go out way too long. I think no, we had before we got cursed out from my boss. We had one stream where it ended around 3 o'clock in the morning, just about like a little after 2. I'm sorry, in the morning. We started around 8:30, and it took over. And I know it was me and you that was doing most of the talking that because Shadowfox was gone, and Chaz was like, "Can y'all shut the fuck up already and we go to bed?" I think he had to work the next day.
Right,
So ever
right.
since then, we kind of calmed that down. So I try to keep it
Yeah,
at a minimum.
yeah, like that is important because like I've kind of like started thinking like I would like to, I do want things to have a structure because I know
Yeah,
like I've stated it so many times like I'll ramble like I said like but at the same time I do want to be like in tune with like if I'm like a guest here or your podcast like we're on a different topic, just cue it and we can go to the next topic.
yeah,
So, because I don't want to drag the other topic. We talking about the top with the first topic for about 2 hours, then we still got the you know 2, 3, 4, and 5 topics that we ain't even touched yet. So yeah, I
that's what.
no, I no, I definitely respect that.
Yeah, that's what happened last week. Well, I think one topic we talked about a lot, but then it ended up like one of the topics ended up getting taken away because we ran out of time. Because it was like, I know I had to go to work the next day, and I was like, nah, we got to end this. So, but yeah, so before we end the stream, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Is there anything you want to promote that you're doing, or anything any where people can find you? If you have any socials that you want to promote, anything like that.
At the moment, not really. But I said if I do, in the future, if I'm around, I'll let you know. I
Yes.
don't have anything to promote at the moment.
Okay. So for once again, the people that come in, yeah, Baka, he makes music. I know he's being modest right now. He makes music. His intro, I mean, his music that one of his songs, one of his thing he put together, is my new intro theme for my video because I kept getting copyright claims from the old one I did. So shout out to you for blessing me with this amazing song. It's actually really good, and I actually liked it. And I told him I was going to use it for my opening. He gave me his blessing. So I used it and I have used it ever since, and I enjoying myself. I'm jamming to it. I'm doing a stupid dance. You know that? Nah, I don't do that stupid dance that he does. But yes. Also, shout out to earlier today when we played the games in Dragon Ball Fighters. It was actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna no shade. I'm not gonna say bullshit like I do. I'm not gonna be Dark King. I'm being me.
No, I'm just saying for you it was. For me, I was like,
I could say the same thing about the Power Rangers games that I played with Chaz. It was fun for him, but it wasn't fun. No, it was a hell of fun. I'm not gonna lie. We had fun.
man, yeah,
It
it was
was It was so much fun. The game kicked him out.
fun.
No, the game kicked both out. No, it kicked me out so I can get this podcast started because I was gonna go another round, and then next thing you know, then the player has left the game. But on Chaz's side, he was
And
still in the match.
the crazy part, I thought I exited out of the game.
Yeah,
The Dragon Ball, it actually crashed when I hit it. I was like, I said, of course it would.
because I'm like,
Cause I said I thought I exited because I looked and I thought I hit the X button, but I was like, oh, it
you
crashed.
pulled a Maximilian dude on me. That's what you did. You try to save my face by you beat me, and then before the KO happened, you left. You say
No,
you try to nah.
yeah,
You put
no,
sympathy on me.
no, it legit crashed. I thought I hit the X button because at first I was like, let me just go with this, but then I was like, wait a minute, I said because the thing was like it was like legit like still up, but it was just frozen for whatever reason.
Mm,
And it was like you know how sometimes they'll have it up under there and say not responding. I was like,
yeah.
man,
Yeah, because legitimate, like that whole match was weird. Because like I said, even with the whole thing, like that down, and then you jump back, and I'm just like, wait, you're down, you're gone, and it's like the match kept going. I'm just like, oh, okay, like, but
I'm
um,
rollback frames, man. Like
yeah,
I was telling I told Durfs like a billion times he don't really listen to me, but I tell him a dozen times like that rollback is kind of like I feel like it's not as good as people like to act that it is because it's very inconsistent.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. Yonder, you still there? Miss Queen, are you still there?
Probably went to bed.
No, I hope she's dope. She didn't. Congratulations. I saw your post just now. Congratulations. I hold on. See if yes. If it, to get I mean if you don't mind me saying, she had her baby tonight.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations. I'm so happy for
Congratulations.
you. Cuz I'm looking I'm on my Facebook and I see it and I'm like the princess hit. I'm like, "Oh, she
The fact that she came in here after being like,
yes.
yeah, that's amazing. Oh, yeah.
That is amazing. Thank you.
Hope there's a healthy child.
Yes. Yes. I wouldn't ask for the name right now. That's not it's not the perfect place this time to do it yet. But congratulations. I many blessings and prayers and everything. Yes. Much love and the fact that you came to the stream. Like I'm I'm honored.
After doing that many hours of yo, wow,
Yeah.
respect.
I know you're tired. So I'm gonna end this stream quick so you can get some rest and
Yeah.
go back to your beautiful baby boy. So I'm going to say, hey, thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. Appreciate you guys. This makes it even better for me to say this. I've been saying this ever since, my situation happened. But cherish your loved ones, appreciate them, love them, hug them, kiss them, show them that you care every time you see them and have a great night. Thank you for everybody that came to the stream. I usually do the names one by one, but like I said, I want to get off the stream so she can enjoy her beautiful baby boy. Baka, once again, appreciate you being here. Thank you, but have a great night. Dark King Forever is out. And to end the stream, I'm not going to do the whole joke about Milo's mom. We're going to just end the stream. Have a great night. Catch you later. Dark King.